Hello, everyone. Welcome to Streams After Midnight for the month of October
Hmm.
2020. It's Halloween month. It is our time of the year. It is our season. It is our time to be jolly. Um,
It's
and
our time, damn it.
it's down here. It's our time.
Finally.
Down here, it's our time. Up there, it's their time. But down here, it's our time. That's the Goonies, everyone. Just in case anyone didn't get that.
I thought it
Um,
was Judd reference.
everyone. Do you know, it's funny. They've changed the back end on YouTube a little bit for live streams. I actually had to enable live chat because it was deselected by default. So
Hmm.
there was a chance that if I hadn't noticed that we'd have started the stream and be like, why is no one talking? Why is no
That
one
is
talking to
funny.
us? We'll be watching the theatrical cut of Halloween 6 as picked
Mhm.
by Stream Boss or whatever it was last stream. I can't remember what the details were, but someone got
Mhm.
to pick Halloween 6 last stream.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So,
Some may say the best of the series. I don't know. Uh, Donald Pleasant's movies this month.
really, that's interesting. Do
Yeah,
you know,
non Halloween movies.
um, I've done this weird thing on Ace where somehow over the year we've watched three different movies starring Garrett Graham, uh, without intending it, and it's not exactly this big actor who you would run into a lot, but he keeps popping
Mhm.
up in small roles in all these different movies.
Mhm.
So very very weird, but yes, welcome everyone to Streams After Midnight. I've just been watching the TV news and I need time to do a quick public service.
Oh sure.
Okay,
What's
I'm concerned.
Yeah, I mean, is there a specific like service I'm publicly talking about?
Pronounce the American place name of the island of. Yes, please
I would
do.
Oahu. That's how I'd say it.
It came up on the news, and I think he's upset that me and Connor maybe mispronounced it a little bit.
Okay.
I think
What
that's you
would you
know
say, like Oahu or something?
which cut of Curse of Mike Myers, the theatrical cut, not the producer's cut. Firefly, stop it.
Mhm.
This
We
cat
don't
is.
we don't recognize the producer's cut here.
Well, it's the easier one to rent and stuff because a lot of places don't have the producer's cut. It's in the Blu-ray box set and that, but it's not.
Not all of them. I got the yeah, I bought the cheapo version that didn't come with it, unfortunately. But
Ah,
if if it was on sale now, I would have sprung for it. But yeah, at the time when it came out, it was a little
oh.
bit more expensive. And
Did you see, Tim? They're doing replacement discs for the Friday the 13th box set because there's faults in it.
interesting. Okay.
Apparently, there's like a small bit cut out of Jason Goes to Hell by
Oh
accident.
no.
That's not supposed to be cut out. And I think there's like a moment in like part three or something like that where there's like a
Mhm.
second with no audio or something. So there's something really simple and silly, but some people, of course, want replacements, so they're replacing with corrected discs if you hunt them down. Nothing sounded that egregious to me that I feel like I'd go through the effort for it, to be honest. But
I've yeah, I mean, I've watched up to 9 this month, and I haven't really noticed any issues with it. I mean,
mm,
it could have easily been something I was distracted and I missed it, but yeah, I don't
yeah,
think it's necessarily something I care
it's
that much about.
it's not a huge deal. I'm okay, Renegade.
Yeah,
It's
doing all right.
yeah.
Um, let's see. Do you like Lock and Key? And am I excited for the crossover with Sandman? I absolutely love Lock and Key. I think it's a fantastic series. I was really into it when it first came out, and I know they've been doing little one shots and stuff here. I usually grab the trades whenever they come out. Um, the crossover with Sandman, I think it'll be exciting. Admittedly, I'm not the biggest Sandman fan, um, which I think Sandman's cool, but honestly, I'm not a big Neil Gaiman fan. If I'm being honest, I think the Sandman series is good, but it's not as amazing as I feel like a lot of people make it out to be. Um, but I mean, yeah, I'll definitely be checking it out.
Yeah. I'm laughing here because Bordeaux said false. You mean nothing to do with the actual films then?
No, of course not.
What amuses me about that is I like the idea of someone spending, I mean, what was it, like $100, $150 on that box set from Stream Factory, not knowing what they really are. Just that sounds kind of interesting. Right, I'll pay this much money to try these movies, and then watching a couple of them going, what is this shit? This is what I paid $150 for? Is a guy in a hockey mask? So yeah, so welcome everyone. I should probably explain the goal for tonight. It's a multi-tier goal. So at the $100 tier, it's kind of similar to last month's goal. And at $100, whoever's stream boss at the end of the night will get to pick which vampire movie we watch on next month's streams after midnight. And if we hit 150, me and Tim will do the second Twilight movie on streams. So that is your double prong goal for tonight. So you can hit the first one and not the second, and still make bank. It's like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? You don't have to go home empty-handed. You can get the first thing and not the second thing.
Sure, it's true.
But welcome. Still about my 50 Shades. Yes, I owe you 50 Shades, and to be honest, David, that'll probably end up being a stream, I think. But I do owe you 50 Shades of Grey. We will do 50 Shades of Grey on stream. I promise.
Can't wait.
We should make it one that Tim's here for.
Oh joy.
Tim, let's watch this kinky erotic thriller together.
Oh sure. Is it even a thriller aspect to it? I really know nothing about it. Then it's supposed to be like, about kink stuff. Which, hey, no shame. I mean,
I don't know.
That's what you like. That's all good. But
yes, we're here to watch kinky things on this show. We're not really. I'm joking. Finished Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite today. Cool game. Not a big fighting game guy, but yeah, fair play.
Yeah, I like fighting games more when I was growing up. But I still enjoy Marvel vs. Capcom. It's fun. I'm not very good at it. I'm more of a button masher kind of person. But hey, it's hard to say no to those characters. A lot of good artwork in that game. I really like the art in it.
It's not a thriller, just bad porn. Renegade, could you please describe for me then what good porn is? I'm curious to what your definition is.
Good question.
Was there just not enough nudity? Is that why it's bad? Like, what makes good porn good? Trust hero, she knows her porn. Little happens. I mean, I don't think I would be that surprised, to be honest. I feel like I expect nothing to happen. Maybe I'll still be surprised. Maybe somehow it'll defy my expectations and give me
I think that's the thing that's kind of it's a little hesitant about it, is that it seems like it is something where it, like I feel like it's not like crazy enough where it's super over the top and wacky stuff is happening, so it's fun to like make fun of. But yeah, it's also probably not like something like The Room where like the acting is super bad or whatever. That to me it just seems like a little bit more of a boring watch. I don't know, but hey, who knows? Maybe you watch it and discover some stuff about yourself.
I honestly don't know. Come on, ready? Yeah. Renegade, just for the sake of the joke, you should have looked up some porn terms just to wow us all and say, there's just not enough, I don't know, bukkake or something. I don't know. I know she's going to go Google bukkake is because she wants to know what bukkake means. And I'm not going to tell you. The first is apparently the best, as the director screenwriter tried to elevate it to mean something. They got kicked out for the other two. It took too long. It was too artsy fartsy. They wanted just softcore porn for middle-aged women. So there you go. Right, Firefly, you're shifting because you're.
So they released Postal on the Switch. I never played Postal. I don't know if that's a good game or not. I know what's his face did a movie about it.
He could pronounce bukkake, but not Oahu. Oahu. Look. Harsh consonants are easy, okay? Maybe the first time I ever said bukkake on a stream before, though. There's not been much of a reason to bring it up before. Oahu.
Sure.
Oahu. Oh, Ahu. Okay. All right. Oahu. Oahu. Look, there's certain words in my dialect that are just tougher. Okay, that's all. Just say the planet of Oa followed by who. Oahu. That sounds wrong. I know Lost was filmed in Hawaii. I'm familiar with that. Scott Foley directed 2 or 3 of Glenn Gary Glenn Ross. Sorry, Glenn Gary. What? I feel like that's not the title, right? I'm confused.
Glenn Gary Glenn.
No, but that's not what the movie's called, though, right?
Yeah,
I'm sure it's
Glenn Gary Glenn Ross.
Yes, I'm sure there's a typo in the way he's put the title, which was confusing me. Just looked it up. Why do you do this to me, Peter? You know I'm sensitive. I love that your search history now has the word bukkake in it. I am proud to have achieved that, quite frankly.
Can never run for office.
Yes. Yeah, how's your movie count going? Well, yeah, you're over 100 now, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm 141 today.
Wait, so you're going to hit 150 with days to spare?
Oh, yeah.
If it wasn't for the fact that you probably physically don't have enough time in the last few days to get another 50, you'd probably aim for 200.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about that. I was like, there's there's a little thing. I probably could have done 200. It's just like there's little things here and there. Like, before the stream tonight, I had a friend was having like a virtual baby shower, and me and my wife went to, and then we had some chores earlier in the day, like grocery shopping and clean up the house a bit. So if it wasn't for like little stuff here and there, I could probably squeeze in like a few more movies and hit 200. But
I love the idea that next year it's going to be like 70-minute movies from the Universal Monsters era, just so you can squeeze in more. I can get in 7 per day at this length.
I mean, I am doing a lot of those too. But yeah, it's not necessarily because I want to squeeze more in, but just because I haven't watched most of them. But yeah, I mean the movie going is good. I've watched.
I'll just laugh at because Reagan says she used her grandpa's phone. If Fletcher said, "I hope it wasn't already in the search history." I love the idea that she went to her grandpa's phone, typed in bukkake, and it like come up auto predict. It was like she went like B. Oh wait a minute.
Yeah,
this has already been searched on here.
Was it like welcome back or whatever?
Welcome back.
Yeah. But no, I mean, I've been watching like a lot of really good stuff. I've been trying to make my way through like stuff I've had on Shudder for a long time that I haven't gone around to, and like some Blu-ray stuff that I've been meaning to watch. So yeah, no, it's been good. I've been watching a lot of stuff over again. Oh, but what was like maybe my like mind blowingness find of the week was on Wednesday. I have a group of friends, which every now and again we get together and we do like a virtual bad movie night. Not too dissimilar to what we're doing here, but we're trying to look for stuff to watch, and we had to pick like something everyone has access to. So Bye Bye Man was on Netflix, so we're like, let's just watch Bye Bye Man. And now I don't know if you remember the movie too well, but do you remember how like it opens in like a flashback with like this guy in the 60s or 70s or whatever?
Yeah, it starts off with what I think was supposed to be like a stylistic wonder where it, like the camera follows like up to the door and then follows him across the street or something like that. Yeah, with a shotgun.
Yeah. Now, do you know who played that guy? Because I don't remember us talking about this on the review, but when I saw his name in the credits, I was like, "Are you freaking kidding me?"
Who is it?
It was Lee Whannell.
Really?
Yeah.
The director of The Invisible Man.
Invisible Man.
An Upgrade and other things.
Upgrade. Yeah. I was like, holy shit! Like, what is he doing in this movie? It was so weird and crazy. I couldn't stop laughing about that. It was so crazy.
Not enough cream pies and 50 Shades. Let's not go down a well of porn expressions, eh? Let's keep it classy on this show. We're a classy...
Cream pies just makes me think of Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Good term. Good. Nice innocent boy. Nice innocent boy. Yeah. Hey, Nico. Welcome to the stream.
I think they told Lee that that it was good exposure for him to play his part in the Bye Bye Man.
I thought you were still talking about the cream pies there. Okay.
That too.
I like pie too much to think of cream pie as anything dirty. That's fair.
Sure.
I was thinking It's Always Sunny. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hey, Elsa. Okay, Elsa's here. Everyone stop with the porn terms. Elsa can't hear that. She's too innocent. She's too innocent. But yes, welcome to the stream, everyone. Yeah, it's October. It's 2020, and I'll be honest. Like, my horror movie viewing's been kind of hampered because I'm in such a gaming mood because the new consoles are coming that I've not been thinking about it. I mean, obviously, I've been watching a decent amount of stuff for shows and streams and whatever. But, but you know, that's what it is.
So I'm Bob's mentions The Empty Man, which is one of those like weird movies that just came out of nowhere. Which I'm kind of interested in because it's based on a comic book by Colin Bunn, which I can't remember if I read or not. But I kind of wanted to see it, and then I was instantly turned off when like I found out the movie's like 2.5 hours long.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, like I'm assuming it's probably not great because no one knew anything about it until like a week before it came out, and you add just that insurmountable length. It's like, yeah, I don't know.
I think for a fun thing, whenever anyone tips, I think when we do our streams after midnight stream, I think Tim should have like a catchphrase that he says after any tip. Like a live GIF noise, if you will, that Tim will do when he sees the tip.
Sure.
I'm not sure what it would be though. Because you can't do an Irish accent, so there's no point in you try to do a Leprechaun line.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe we'll think of something.
People suggest Tim things. Did anyone ever see Basic Instinct 2? I did not. No. I saw the first one once. To have Tim say The Boy is a classic.
I mean, that'll probably just come up in conversation anyway.
Oh dear.
As the Rumps baby Johnny. Hey, that movie is a lot scarier when you have a little kid on the way. And imagining that that freaking rump coming after your kid. Oh boy, that's scary.
Oh, if it's a boy, Tim, don't name it Johnny, just in case.
Oh yeah, just in case, of course.
Just in case.
Don't want to tempt fate.
Yes.
But what games have you been playing? Anything?
I've been playing a decent amount of Tony Hawk's 1 and 2, the HD redo of them. They're very addictive. I've been playing Slay the Spire again.
Game for the month.
It's not. Shut up. I'll probably play a horror game for a bit on the stream on Thursday. I'll do the big 12-hour horror-thon stream. But
that was the greatest twist in cinema history. Leprechaun 2, I believe.
There you go. Every time someone tips tonight, say, "Oh, Leprechaun 2 had the greatest twist in cinema history."
Yeah. So at the, I've been, going great on the movies, obviously, but I gotta admit, I did kind of beef it when it comes to the horror games. I did finish up Resident Evil 4 at the beginning of the month, which was a lot of fun. It had been, I think I told you this before, but there was so much in that back half of the game that I did not remember at all that actually started to kind of second guess myself if I've ever beat it before, because I thought I did, but then like all that stuff on the island and the army, I was like, this is so unfamiliar. I don't know. While I was like, the first half of the game felt very familiar to me, but then when I got to the last boss, I was like, oh no, I remember this boss fight immensely well. Like I definitely did beat this before, but that last boss surprisingly easy. I was very surprised by that.
If you have grenades on you, it becomes really like piss easy. If you're low on supply because you've been having a bad time in the previous couple chapters, it can be a little tough, but it just kind of depends on what you've got on you.
I mean, I had so many health items, and
Hmm.
like yeah, I had a Magnum. I bought a rocket launcher just in case, and I was
Yeah,
pretty good to
well,
go.
well, there you
Um,
go.
and then yeah, so I did want to play more horror stuff, so I did have Resident Evil 5 all set up and ready to go, and then yeah, I think I've just been doing so much like horror movie watching that I just haven't had as much time to play games. The most I've been playing was actually a lot of
Yeah.
Mario, because I got the Mario 3D All Stars, so I've been playing that here and there. But
Yeah, the one thing I'm going to finish before the PS5 comes
Mhm.
is Final Fantasy 7 Remake.
Okay,
I put it on pause. I started playing it again just before October, but I put it on pause for October because of like most of the streams are going to be horror movie stuff. So
yeah.
um so the plan for the because it comes out on the 19th here, the PS5. So my plan is to in those 2 or 3 weeks finish
Mhm.
that game. And I'm on like chapter 14 of 18, so it should be fairly doable. Um,
Cool. I do want to start Resident Evil 5 pretty soon, but I am probably going to try to get Miles Morales. I'll just get it for PS4 because I'll get a PS5 eventually, but um, yeah,
yeah, it's just
not
hard to
going to get
find
it right
one.
now.
No, yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, to answer Elsa's question about if the movies I'm watching are first time views, some of them are, some of them aren't. Yeah,
I'll
it's
be
pretty
honest.
mixed.
I glance at the thread of Tim on Twitter saying what movies he's watching are, and somebody's watching some of the worst things that we've already reviewed on streams, and I'm like, why are you rewatching this? What are you doing? Bye
That
Bye Man being one of them, of course. When I noticed you'd watched
It
that.
was a bad movie night, so that was, to be fair,
Okay,
for that
okay.
one.
Well, me and Connor will be reviewing the Undoing pilot. I don't actually know what that is, Board. Let me know what it is. Maybe put it into the because you're a $10 patron or up, right? You can put it into the pilot thing at the start of the month when the post goes up. Feel free to do so.
Here's a hint: they won't be doing it.
No, we might do it if you tell us what it is. We might do it.
Not gonna do it. You're gonna
Oh
undo
wait,
the undo.
is the Undoing one the one from the Big Little Lies, dude? That's Nicole Kidman. Oh, okay. Actually, I think I at one point said to Tara about doing it because she was the one who actually liked Big Little Lies. Um, that's starting tomorrow. That's oh. Well. Uh, let me put some feelers out and talk to people. I can't promise anything
Well,
though. It's kind of
I'll
snuck
tell
up
you
on
what, it
us.
sounds like the worst show ever made, in my opinion. Just putting it out there. Yeah, you telling me Nicole Kidman from The Others is doing a show from some tall person who lies? I don't. What is this?
Your logic does not resemble Earth logic. That's
Hugh Grant.
what?
I don't know. It's um, yeah, I was gonna say Hugh Grant. What could they not get Rupert Evans? What settle for Hugh Grant?
Have we guys reviewed the others? We have, I think. I'm sure
Nope.
we did. Did we not?
No, no, we didn't, because I haven't seen it since high school, and I hated it in high school. So
Okay. Well, I watched it for some reason and really did not like it. So, if that ever happens, you're going to get a really positive review out of it.
and of course Tyler always coming in with the truth about how much Star Trek sucks, and I don't even know why it's on this channel, to be honest.
Wait, is that Tyler's first comment? Is him coming in here to
Yeah.
bash on Star Trek? How dare you? How dare you? Um, do. What about the second season of The Alienist? Will you watch it? Me and Connor watched the first episode, and then we never, we didn't like it enough to keep watching it. So yeah, we're not going to be doing season 2.
That does have a cool name, The Alienist. I do like that.
There's no aliens in it, Tim. Don't get excited.
Not a bummer. False advertising.
I know. Actually, on the subject of content, basically on a whim, me and Connor. Remember, I was talking about doing a top 10 games of the generation. Me and Connor did one together, and it was over 2 hours long. In fact, that's why the stream's like 5-10 minutes late. Is because I finished recording it like really soon before the start of this, and had to set up and rest my voice for like 5 minutes.
Mm.
So I could get quieter as the night goes on and let Tim carry the reins.
Suck down a quick cream pie to get your throat back into working order.
There were no cream pies, and they weren't up to this show. Thank you very much. Look up a HR Geiger work for me. Oh, I'll look it up stuff just now, Bob. Come on, we're chatting. We're doing things. We're... Last week I was looking forward to Joe Bob's Halloween Hideaway, right? And what happened yesterday? My internet was down for 14 hours. Oh, that sucks, Tyler.
That's a bummer. I mean, you can still watch it. It's just, I know it's not the same live, but yeah, that's a bummer. Yeah, it sucks that like our entire lives are tied up in the internet, and then when it doesn't work, it's very bad.
It's upsetting. Sure. For example, if my internet went out right now, the stream would just be dead, and that'd be it. There'd be no more stream.
Finally, be free. What is a penis landscape? What does that mean?
What about the table? Don't worry, Pete. I jump in. Yeah, you little parasite. You are, David. How dare you? Actually, David, I was curious. I mean, admittedly, I'm about to ask you if you want to do some work and like give you essentially nothing for it, but just keep in mind the honor of being like head moderator. You get a gold wrench as soon as they let me give you a gold wrench. Obviously, I've not been keeping up with editing down the comics podcast for the other channel. If you would be interested in helping with that, you can talk to me later if you're interested. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge.
Sure.
Wink, wink. They have gold. They don't have gold now. I'm just saying that I would give them a gold wrench if possible. Mm-hmm. Peter noticed David's streams have actual production value. Well, David's very good with Photoshop and tinkering with that kind of thing. Very slick, I admit. But you know what? I think there's a charm to this lo-fi stream.
Sure.
Hey, if I left it to Tim, there wouldn't be a stream. That would just be like pigeons with notes going back and forth.
There's nothing wrong with that. People got through with that.
Oh yeah, quality death streaming. Yes. I don't know. For 3 days, that is absolute madness. Absolute madness.
Oh, how would you check your OnlyFans?
How are we back to porn already? Oh, do you know what the funny thing is? OnlyFans is basically Patreon, but for like someone who does porn-esque stuff. That's all it is. It's just Patreon for porn.
I'm glad you explained it, because honestly, I didn't really know what it was.
That's basically what it is. It's basically you have to sign up to a person's OnlyFans for X number of dollars per month, and they post naked pictures and videos and maybe even kinkier stuff if they're into that. Kill David. We'll talk.
People want you to join.
People want me to join OnlyFans? Where? Join Bob. I'm not going to join OnlyFans. How many people would sign up for that? No one. Maybe you would as a joke because you think it'd be funny, but that'd be a bit. Just my cats. Hey, yes, quality pussy pics coming up. Here's Firefly. Here's Wesker. So on and so on. Need some kind of reverse OnlyFans. Reverse. What, where all the fans send me nudes? That sounds sketchy. Oh, you pay money not to see explicit content. Oh yeah, it's basically blackmail you. You're going to see me naked unless you give me money. Yes. All jokes. These are all jokes. I just want to make that clear before anyone reports anything to YouTube. These are all jokes.
Of course.
Put Connor on. People love gingers. Heh. Elsa. Don't be so mean. I'm sure someone would want to see my glorious, hairy visage.
Sure.
Oh dear. In fairness, there are non-porn OnlyFans accounts for people who don't like Patreon. The main addition is that you can charge extra for posts on top of the sub price. Oh, really? Interesting. That's what streams and tipping are for. I don't need to offer extra Patreon things. here's an exclusive post of Tim's foot, and you can only get it for an extra $5.
And I don't know if I want to show my feet.
You don't have to, Tim. It was a hypothetical example.
Good.
You're good.
Where to get the Stephen King puzzle? That was a present from my brother. Actually, he and I think he just saw it on like a random like Facebook advertisement or something. But yeah, it was really cool. I enjoyed putting it together. I feel like it must be. I don't know. I do kind of question like if it is officially licensed or not, because it seems like such like a weird random hodgepodge of an image. Like I don't know, it feels like someone just kind of took like random Google image searches of book covers or whatever, and put them together. But yeah, that was a fun puzzle.
Yes. Well, thanks to Board now for the super chat. The GIF will pop up in a second. After the GIF plays, Tim, do you want to try a quote? Do you want to say something?
Sure.
Try one of your go-tos. You know.
I'll give some advice.
Advice? Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Every tip comes with some advice.
Was garbage. You understand?
Okay. All right. So the GIF is gone. So always make sure if you're walking home alone that you have good arch support on your shoes, because you know.
So Tim's life tips and hacks becoming one per tip, apparently.
Yeah, because you know sometimes you need a comfy pair of shoes. I found that out recently. That
Oh dear.
you know that's what's happened. Have I read Eyes of the Dragon? Of course, I've read Eyes of the Dragon. Come on, I like that one quite a bit. It's a good one. Congrats to me and my wife on the baby. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh dear. Need to do an advice stream.
Yeah, I'll give people advice. I mean, I don't know if I'm doing so hot, but if people want to know how to live, I can tell them.
I mean, I'm in a cardboard box after being an alcoholic for 20 years. But if people want my advice, I'll
Sure.
I'll give it to you. Yeah. No. So cool. Oh, that's right. I need to manually add the super chats to the bar. I forgot that the super chats to go through. I shall do
Every
that
time.
right now. I'm doing it right now. Shut up. Okay. 2.
Yeah, Eyes of the Dragon. Yeah, is a pretty big one. I guess to be fair, a lot of books connect to Dark Tower. But yeah, it's a good one. It sucks. I think they were supposed to be doing a show for it, but it got canceled, which is a shame. How do you?
I was going to say, Elsa,
Sorry.
next time you're walking home alone, I want you, assuming you've got a phone and some earphones with you, I want you to just listen to the Halloween soundtrack as you're walking home alone in the dark, just for the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Skateboard vampire. I like that reference, Tyler. Very good.
And don't forget to bring a fish, of course.
Oh, fish slapping is the best self-defense. We've established this in the past.
Sure.
Oh god. Bored now? No. No. I'll say it right now. The review of that is not one of my more positive takes. One might find when you eventually get to see it.
Glad it came off pretty even-handed.
Possibly more than the first time, Tyler. I think it held up. Like knowing where it's going the whole time just gives the tragedy of it a more kind of weight, I think.
Yeah, and I was I think I mentioned this, in the review, which will be coming out, but like I feel like in my head I thought there was like less vampire stuff, and I was pretty happy rewatching it and being like, oh wait, no, there's actually like a good deal of like kind of vampire and horror-y stuff, and yeah, it's still pretty compelling.
Yeah, man. Yes, the de-age in the 70s scene, yes, flawless.
Impressive.
Yeah, none of that weird digital like uncanny valley because he didn't do anything.
Yeah. Sometimes that's the best way to do it. That's a Lep classic.
This is the equivalent of Tim walking into high school going, "How do you do, fellow kids?"
Like to be fair though, what isn't a Lep classic? It's a question.
We'll do it at some
What-
point, Renegade.
They look like people. I mean, I might have seen that before. I don't remember though. I feel like there was like 5 movies that have similar titles that I always forget which ones I've seen and which ones I haven't.
I mean, we'll definitely do that at some point because
Words are not my area of expertise. That's why I podcast.
Oh, look at Cindy going for the close kill there. But yeah, thank you, Cindy. Thank you very much.
All right, I'll give you some advice. So, the best thing you can do if you find an egg on the street is just sit on it until it hatches, and whatever comes out of it, just love it and care for it.
Did we ever review Batman the Animated Series or Buffy episodes? Unfortunately, Batman the Animated Series we kind of started doing as part of Television for the Multiverse, but we had to end that show because we decided we all hated watching the new shows, so we ended up sort of abandoning it pretty early on. It was something we did in the off season when there wasn't the new DC shows on. Buffy has no reviews of it yet, and it'll happen someday. You can find commentary tracks from myself on Patreon, and thank you to
the Leprechaun,
Fletcher.
of course. That's the most iconic.
for the snipe. He wants to pick that Bat movie apparently.
Ooh la la.
But you can find the Buffy commentaries. It has been a while since I've done the last one because I like doing them live, and I lost my Sunday slot to do them, so I've been kind of looking for another place to fit them in it somewhere. They'll definitely come back though, because it's always worth talking a bit more Buffy. Oh god, Vampire from the Deep. Anyway, sorry, Fletcher's owed some advice. Please, Tim.
Oh, sure. Yeah, if you wake up and you have to go to the bathroom, but you're too tired, just decide what's more important to you: sleep or go into the bathroom, and then just go from there. That's all you got to do.
Solid vampire. Solid advice. I mean, I'm reading comments about vampires.
Yeah, I mean, geez, I don't want to give too much away, but I mean, I might be writing something right now that has to do with vampires and water stuff. So, yeah, I mean, I'll be very coy about it for now. But if you like vampire and waters, I guess
Very coy about it.
Yeah. Keep,
yes, very good.
Looking at me.
Little fish pun. Very good. Very impressive, Tim.
Thank you. Yeah, water's the place to be. I mean, I keep saying that we should move into the sea at some point. I don't know.
Well, eventually,
when it'll happen.
eventually, climate change is going to force us to anyway, Tim. So you get your wish.
That's
at some
very
point.
true. Yeah, it's very true. Vampires. Good.
Oh dear. Okay, well. Yeah, if you just click on commentaries on Patreon, you'll see the Buffy commentaries so far. They go up to kind of mid-season 3 right now, and I will get back to them. Oh. Is there anything else content-wise that I want to update you on? I don't think there is, but I'm forgetting something. But
Great question. Is there?
I don't know. I'm trying to think if there's anything to update. Oh, actually, I suppose there is something to update, which might actually be good news for people. Me and Connor will at least
Get married.
Shut up. On a every other week schedule, starting in November, be doing 121 and Flux episodes again, along with previously in the multiverse, which they'll be alternating between each other. That is the plan anyway right now. So if it falls through, I don't want to promise it too hard, but at least we are talking about getting back to movies that aren't sci-fi, that aren't horror, that are just movies. So hopefully,
Just
people...
wait. There are other types of movies.
But Tim, believe it or not, there is. There's the occasional comedy or thriller or other things. Oh, another super chat from Board now. You got advice to give the poor boy?
Oh yeah, of course. If you're looking for a job and you're having trouble, just walk into somewhere and start working, and eventually they'll start paying you.
This was garbage. You understand me?
Look at that, you got it in before the GIF. That's how slick that was. Connor, your review of Waterworld was damn funny, especially over Hopper. Oh yeah, we did that a long time ago, didn't we? That's annoyingly that's one that I'm going to have to do again at some point with Tara because it's a sci-fi movie. It's going to eventually be on the to-do list again, and it hurts me that I have to watch it a second time. It hurts me deeply. It's previously on a break.
Movie.
It wasn't a planned break. It just kind of ended up happening, and then October was far too busy to even think about squeezing it in. So it should be back in November. And again, the plan is hopefully to keep it every other week, alternating with Influx at the very least. But things get busy, things fall through.
Sure.
That's the thing. Very good advice, Tim. I took it last year at a brothel and I made thousands that I still live off of. Very good. I actually missed what the advice was, so that made no sense to me. But is Barry Lyndon on the menu for 2021? Barry Lyndon is definitely something that I think is worth me and Connor reviewing. It's exactly the sort of thing that I would want to do on that show. The only downside to that is that it's so goddamn long, and often we'll be like, "Oh, let's keep it under 2 hours," because fitting in the movie at that point could be a bit of a challenge, but I definitely want to. All the non-sci-fi and horror Kubrick stuff, I think, is totally fair game at some point, but we'll see. In fact, 2001 should be relatively soon because the plan was always to make that episode 100 of the Ace. So we're getting close. We're in the high 80s. I know. So that should be a January thing, I think. We just what we're doing for 10,000 subscribers, I don't know yet, but we're getting very close. We're at 9.5 just about. So I'm gonna have to think of something to do special for 10,000. Maybe a special stream. I don't know. Maybe I can talk people into sort of guesting here or there for like an hour or something like that. Make it feel kind of unique. I don't know. But I'll look into ideas. Do another song for 10,000 subs. Oh, Board now. What's Board now saying? Oh, how dare you? No. Now, Board and Tyler, you're both in trouble. How dare you?
The monkeys were cool.
Could you do a live stream with Tara and watch 2001 together? For 10,000 subs? Oh, I don't know. Tara's never done a live thing before. I'll have to make sure she's comfortable with that and so on. So I can't promise that.
She would have to be a real person to actually do it, and not
wait. You think she's a robot?
The made-up person that you seem to have fooled people into thinking is real.
She was on a show with Matt and Connor.
Oh yeah, a show that I conveniently was not on. Sure.
Yes. Okay, you got me. I'm a mad scientist. I built a hologram that's just on the screen. Where are we? Stopping by on Thursday, particularly the Thursday before Halloween. Oh, he's asking if you're going to appear on the 12-hour stream that I'm doing next Thursday. There's no plans.
12-hour stream. What is this?
It was a goal last month. We did it at Christmas last year. Blade Berlin 2001. What are you talking about? But no, so it's a 12-hour thing. We watched a couple of different movies. I'm trying a bunch of different US candy that people have sent me from my Amazon wish list. It's a fun thing throughout the day. Anyway, where was I?
I took Friday off of work just because I want some time to just relax and absorb the Halloweenness of it all. So maybe I'll be around Thursday. Maybe I'll pop in the chat and make fun of you and leave.
Very good.
Better be watching some like actual horror movies and not like, I don't know, some freaking like I don't know, War of the Worlds or or something.
No. There's going to be horror movies. We still have some movies left on the themes that were kind of picked by winners from last month. So there'll be some more horror from the deep. There'll be a Psycho Biddy movie, I think.
A Psycho Buddy?
Psycho Biddy.
Oh, Psycho Pity. Okay. It's
I
like Abbott
never.
Grannies or something.
Yeah, I'd never heard of it either. But apparently, like, What Happened to Baby Jane and things like that kind of fall into this category of like
Okay.
crazier old woman who's dangerous, basically.
Sure. Okay.
Uh, Space World.
Tara's only related to me through a podcast.
Space World. You mad? Mad?
You ever seen Spice World? It's funny.
I have seen Space. I saw it as a kid.
Very
And
funny movie.
I remember thinking, even at an age when I wasn't critical of anything, that it had no plot. So
Sometimes you don't need a plot when it's just when you got great actors like the Spice Girls. You can just let them go.
You couldn't even
have
say
fun.
that with a straight face. You couldn't even say the sentence with a straight face, and you know you couldn't. Oh Jesus! So randomly, that old Nintendo Captain N show was on one of my channels yesterday, and basically they portray Simon Belmont as Johnny Bravo.
Yeah, there's Tyler's breaking my heart here. That I mean, we have the animated Castlevania show now, which is pretty good, but it sucks that for so long that Captain N show was like the only representations we had of like Belmont. And if you ever seen like Alucard in the show, he's like a surfer dude that like skateboards and stuff. It's so bad. It's kind of good. It's kind of great, but it's bad.
Oh dear. I don't know how we ended up on Spice Girls talk. We started so strong with porn.
Do you have a favorite Spice Girls song?
I thought you were going to say, do you have a favorite porn movie? Spice Girls song. I wouldn't say I particularly like any of them, but
Wow, throwing shade over here.
I mean, do you have a favorite?
I mean, who can choose?
Can you name one?
It's "If You Want to Be My Lover" song.
That's not the name of it.
Well, no one knows the name of it, but
I'm pretty sure it's called "Wannabe," but
okay.
maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
Sounds about right.
Oh, thanks,
Well,
Cindy.
the Leprechaun, of course. That's the most iconic.
All right, so in these uncertain times, sometimes it's good to have an anchor. I mean a physical anchor.
Yes, a physical anchor. Yes, of course.
Yeah. Not like, a lost metaphorical anchor, but like, an actual physical anchor.
Wait, hold on. "Wannabe" is an American classic. You trash. Wannabe's a Space Girls song. That's just there. Oh, Christopher just appeared out of nowhere with some aquatic related emojis, which it seems to be Christopher's calling card at this point.
He loves anchors.
Do you have a favorite Space Girl?
Anchor Spice, of course.
Oh dear. Do a movie month dedicated to escapes, islands, prisons, etc. Connor is the anchor of Male Fuzz.
Yeah, he weighs everything down.
Yeah, you're right. It does. We should throw him overboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Earth Defense Force. I have not. Is that a real game?
Oh, there's tons of them, Tim.
It sounds so made up. I'm
It's
sorry.
it's one of those games that Japan loves, so they churn them out like consistently. They've been doing it
Okay.
since the PS1 or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, I've absolutely never heard of it. Is it good? Is it something I should know? I'll probably never play it, honestly. I have like the 3 same games I just play over and over again. Giant bugs. Bugs aren't really my thing.
PS2, that's when it started. Okay. Alright, PS2. Wasn't that far off.
your one whole life cycle.
Yeah, but we're almost the more generations we have, the less one generation makes of a difference.
Yeah. So is this 5G coming up? Is that what that means?
I think this is officially the 9th generation coming up.
I do like UFOs, but I don't really like giant bugs, so I'm conflicted.
Mm.
So all that like new DC future stuff,
Yeah.
Is that all like runoff from 5G?
Some
What's
of
the
it, I
take on
think,
that?
some of it, I think, was the sort of the loose plans for what 5G was going to be. But it's like a 2-month thing now. Some of it looks pretty cool, to be honest.
Yeah.
But we'll be going back to normal kind of stuff in March for the most part. So we'll see. We'll see. What it does.
All right.
So yeah. Oh, Ginger Spice is a favorite there.
Cool.
I don't know if I think I can approve of him saying his favorite Spice Girl is Jerry Halliwell, followed by an emoji that I can only describe as sploosh. It's blue at least, but
Yeah.
if that was white, that would be a very, very bad place to put that emoji. Or the game Disaster Day of Crisis. You fight terrorists while running from natural disasters. I have never heard of that.
Oh man, terrorists and natural disasters. Oh boy, what a day!
This game.
And you're one day from retirement. Oh man.
Fire in the Sky is on the watch list for some point. Yeah, for sure.
That movie, I don't think I ever actually watched it as a kid, but that trailer terrified me as a kid.
Interesting.
90s, it was very scary to get abducted by aliens. That was like a big fear of mine.
Well, that does sound good, David. I'm sorry I missed that.
Oh my. Fire in the Sky. It's available on Prime right now.
Is it?
In the US at least.
Everyone's been raunchy. Yeah, you never answered, Ted. Do you have a favorite Space Girl?
Yeah, it's that Anchor Spice.
Can you name an actual Space Girl?
They're all my favorites. Like Freddy Krueger once said, you're all my children now.
Is Halloween 6?
They're all my favorites now.
When the mask looks the absolute worst? No, I don't think so. I love Halloween 4, but the mask is really bad in Halloween 4. 6's mask isn't too bad, I don't think, from what I remember, but it's been a while, admittedly.
Yeah, I mean it's been a while for me too. I want to say, I feel like Resurrection was pretty bad in that, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, I think H2O was bad as well. It's so weird because it's like not like a hard mask to do,
The funny thing about H2O is that it's actually 2 different masks. Half of the movie is actually the mask from 6, and then the other half of the movie isn't. And it flips between them depending on when they shot the scenes. So the 6 mask looks better than the other mask they have in the movie. So they actually made it worse somehow. Oh. Are you okay?
I've been meaning to watch that Never Hike Alone. Both that because the original is just Never Hike Alone and the new one's Never Hike Alone in the Snow, right? I mean, those look pretty good. I always forget to watch stuff online because I usually hear about it on when I'm at work, and then I forget to watch it when I come home. Let's see. A possible pedophile. I think that was kind of wasn't that part of the point when he says that in the movie.
I'm your boyfriend now, Nancy.
Ew, gross. You're like 50. But dear. Cult of Street Gang.
You go, Tim.
I'm extremely excited for the new Bora. I've been hearing a lot of great things, but guess what? It's not a horror movie, so I will be watching it November 1st.
I have not watched it yet either, but the original Borat was quite the hilarious thing at the time, so I might check it out.
Yeah, I mean, I've been hearing this one's great, and actually, I've been seeing a lot of people saying that like it actually has like a lot of heart, which is like cool.
Hmm.
So yeah, I'm pretty excited for it. But again, not a horror movie, so
Hmm.
I'll watch it as soon as October's over.
Welcome to prime time, bitch. You're right. That is the one that I usually go with.
It's a good one too.
Uh, so we have to pick Scary Spice because it screams after midnight. I guess there's some logic in that.
That makes
some
sense.
logic.
Yeah.
There's some logic. No, so yeah, we're gonna watch Halloween 6 later. The theatrical cut, make that clear, not the producer's cut, and they are very different. Like the endings are completely different for a start. But yeah. The new Borat has put me in the awkward position of having to say I like a thing. Giuliani is actually telling the truth. Giuliani, sorry. Oh, is that the guy who goes to the bed? I read about this.
Yeah, the whole tuck thing that's been a whole thing. Tell the creepypasta who his phone. I don't know it by heart. I know that it ends with who his phone.
Oh well.
I guess we shall see.
I mean, I heard he said some pretty weird things before that point, but I've not watched it yet, so I can't really comment if I think if he was just fixing his shirt or if he was going to fondle himself.
Yeah. Insane.
Yeah.
So.
I don't even know what to read into Christopher's emoji about that. I mean, he may be a perv also. It's entirely possible that he's telling the truth, but he's also a perv.
I mean, no matter what happens with this, I think he's a scumbag, personally.
It's entirely possible that after fixing, because from what I understand, Borat jumps out and yells at him, "She's too young for you." At this point, like it's entirely possible that if he'd let it go on, that he would have actually done something inappropriate in like another 30 seconds. Like we don't know for sure. So.
Pete, are you going to be watching the Hunter Biden sex tape?
I can't say it's on my to-do list, Tim. No, I can't say.
Will we be reviewing it for the show?
It would be a horror movie. What's this important request of the stream? The Tyler's got a question, or a request, a mandate, even.
Well, I mean, every patron knows that I must grant one request every stream. My ultimate pizza for Halloween night. Ooh, what a great question. All right, let's think about this. All right. You're gonna want some dough, first of all. That's gotta be a must. You're gonna want to put some sauce on it for sure. Get some cheese on top. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see if we're going a little more specific. I know this maybe isn't everyone's favorite, but I actually really love Domino's. I don't know why. It's like I guess we got it a lot growing up. But yeah, Domino's still is like my go-to if I'm getting like a non-local chain. Although we do have one out here called Pizza Man, which we really really like a lot. So, and they have really good wings. So there's a good chance if I'm getting pizza, it's gonna be from Pizza Man or Domino's. Pretty much just normal crust. We've really been liking white sauce lately. I think I'm kind of done with marinara. I mean, I love marinara. Don't get me wrong, but lately I've just been all about that. Give me a good Alfredo sauce. I dig that. And then yeah, I usually I'm a little simplistic. I usually like honestly just a regular cheese pizza is pretty good to me. I feel like you don't need to go too crazy with the toppings. If it's usually either like cheese, just your standard classic pepperoni, or I love a buffalo chicken. Buffalo chicken to me is fantastic. Now I do like just the chicken and the buffalo sauce. I hate when places automatically add onions. I really really hate onions. But I mean, if you can get just like buffalo chicken, maybe add some bacon if you really want. But yeah, I love that. I actually really like the buffalo chicken from Domino's. Yeah, Tyler, I agree. Cheese pizza is legit. I don't know if like anyone listens to the Doughboys podcast, but one of the guys on there, he always says that like, when you're trying out a pizza place, you should try out at the cheese pizza because, that's like the base. That's the standard pizza. So like a pizza place has to get a cheese pizza right. Otherwise, any other pizza is not going to work. So first and foremost, you got to nail the cheese pizza down. So it's always a good like test or calling card. To see if the cheese pizza is good. I'm not a big fan of deep dish, to be honest. It's too much. It's too much. And
I'm not a deep dish guy either, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely had it before where I've enjoyed it, but I mean, if I have to choose, yeah, I'm not gonna pick it very often. It's just really, really usually ends up being a lot. What the hell are you eating? Is that how they make crackers in Scotland? Just like giant planks?
No,
are you a beaver? Are you eating wood? What is this? Are you a termite? You just like rip that out from the wall?
Let me answer.
It's like a construction site nearby.
Let me answer.
Is picking up these like freaking.
No, it's a potato. It's a potato chip. God damn it, Tim. Let me answer.
That is not a potato chip. I've seen potato chips before. That's not a potato chip.
It's a new
type.
Not
oval. It's not triangle.
It's a new type of potato chip that's in a long strip. It's called strips. It's just a regular potato chip. It just happens to be long and.
I don't believe any of this. You're getting cardboard.
It's not a wafer.
It looks like a wafer.
It's not a wafer. It's just a potato chip.
It's stretched out a thin waffle. Yeah, I don't even trust the fact that you're calling it a chip. If it was really a chip, you'd call it a crisp. So, gotcha.
I'm speaking to nothing but Americans. I'm translating.
We have fun here.
Not eating a goddamn wafer, alright? Off of this wafer business.
Ooh, and you know what the best chips are? And I just I saw them at the store today, so I got them. It's the what is it called? The all dressed chips, which I believe is a Canadian flavor. Oh, so good. How many of those do you have? You have like a little dam underneath you? Like a little playground model?
It's the last one. There's only a couple of crumbs left after this.
Alright. Everyone agrees it's a wafer.
Oh. It's not a goddamn wafer.
All dressed is the best. Come on, Fletcher, what are you doing? Maybe you weren't in the right mood. Maybe you gotta try it again. You know what you need to do? Get a bag of all dressed, run yourself just a nice hot tub bath, get some bubbles, little Spice Girls playing, and just have a night to yourself. It'll be very enjoyable.
Last I checked, Cindy, Pringles counted as potato chips, and they don't come in bags. Check and mate. That's right. You just got schooled. Because this is Horror 101.
Horror 101. Talking about chips. I mean, I hate the idea of sending stuff to Pete for free, but I mean, we might have to send him some all dress to have him weigh on the controversy here.
Mm. That's such a concoction. I have no idea if I like it or not.
Honestly, it doesn't sound like I would like it, but I actually do kind of love it. It's really good.
Well, these are made from the same things that Pringles are then, and I don't mind. Because they're delightful.
Old tennis balls. Yeah, I don't. Ketchup is a weird thing where I feel like I wouldn't like it most of the time, but it is good with chips. I don't know. Don't know what it is.
Yeah. Just finishing off this. I'm just getting crumbs left on. Can't waste any
Dear
there.
Lord. Oh God. Is this how you live? What's going on here? I can't believe people had to witness this. You could have said that you're gonna let Firefly out and duck under your table and do that in shame like a normal person. Not flaunt your lifestyle in front of everyone.
Oh, I'm sorry. When you eat a bag of chips, you don't like tip whatever was at the bottom in your mouth at the end when you're done.
No. I'm not like a freaking chud.
That's not that weird. Tons of people do that.
Yeah, but most people do it in shame. They don't do it brazenly out in the open for all to judge.
I will not be snack shamed by the likes of you, okay?
All right. I'm just like, I'm afraid that we're dangerously close to you, like pulling a chip out of your beard and eating it.
I would never. That is disgusting. I am really fussy about my food being like, well, I mean, clean's not the right word, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, there used to be a this comic in New England who her closer would be she would reach into her bra and take out a cheeseburger and eat it.
After being on stage all night, like that's the end of her set. Yeah, okay, that's pretty funny.
Yeah, because she'd say like, "Oh yeah, like I'm always finding food all over the place. I bet if I check now, I'd find some food." And then she'd take out a cheeseburger and eat it.
Did you have two cheeseburgers, like one in each cup, so that they matched?
I don't remember.
I'm just saying. I mean, it may be quite obvious if one cup is like shockingly bigger than the other one.
Sure.
Because there's a cheeseburger shoved in there.
Yeah, I mean, I've probably eaten some gross stuff, but yeah, I don't think I would eat something that's been on my body for that long.
Yeah. I mean, at the very least, she hasn't. I mean, she's a lady, so she doesn't have hair there. Like, imagine
Sure.
a cheeseburger sitting in your hairy chest, like, for an hour.
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah, why not?
Chorizo sounds good. Mix chorizo in with anything.
All right. Well, that's our food tangent for the
Year.
for the year. For the year, sure. I was gonna say for the night, but I mean, you know.
So, all right. Well, I mean, it's a horror podcast and it's October, so I feel like we got to talk at least a little bit about horror movies. I mean, you said you haven't been watching much. Have you? Do you have anything that you can bring up that you have watched? Or
How dare you?
I'm just curious. It's okay. I know you're busy with all the stuff, so if not, that's fine.
Yes, I've been very busy. What did we last watch on stream? 47 meters down 2. I think it's the last thing we watched on stream.
Okay.
It was mildly promising as a B movie at the start, and then once they got in the water, like it was so awkwardly filmed that I could never really tell who was who or like where they were going or what was happening. So it just was kind of a mess after that point, unfortunately.
I kind of like some aspects of it. Like I like the idea of like almost like an underwater haunted house movie. Like I thought the way it was kind of playing out a little bit like that was kind of cool, but yeah, it never really goes where you want it to. It was okay. I mean, I am partial to like shark stuff, so I like some aspects of it.
I mean, I didn't hate it. Like it was very watchable, but that didn't exactly wow me either, though.
Yeah. I mean, I'm curious if anyone in the chat wants to jump in with anything they've watched that's been particularly good or interesting. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, would definitely.
That is correct, Nico. In fact, I will say this: there were some set photos that get leaked this week of the Resident Evil movie, and there was one of a foyer in a mansion that looked kinda like a good stand-in for that mansion, like foyer.
Okay.
You know, with like the sort
Cool.
of the balcony go around the top, kind of thing. Uh,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that's not a bad building to use for it.
Yeah.
We'll see. Okay.
Cool. Uh, hopefully they're horror games. Renegade, you've been playing.
Uh,
Oh, that's funny, Bored now, because I watched the 1999 Haunting a week or two ago.
I don't know why you watch really bad movies that we've not done yet in streams that you know we're going to have to do at some point. It's like you're just asking yourself to be punished.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that goes into it. Like that in particular, I just listened to a podcast talking about The Haunting. I mean, they're talking more about the original book and the original movie and stuff, but the new one was streaming, and I was like, all right, why the hell not? And a lot of times when I'm watching a bad one, it's usually while I'm like working from home
Mm.
or something. So it's like, all right, I'll put something on that's not like too distracting. Uh, while while I'm working, so I'm like not like getting sucked into it. So there's usually reasons like that for it. Like it's not like all the time I'm like, yeah, I just want to watch a shitty movie. Fade to Black, I watched that. I think towards the start of the month. I yeah, I liked it. I saw some people saying like, oh my god, this is like amazing. This is like a new, like it's not a new movie, but it seems like it just kind of had a resurgence because it's on Shutter and everything. I feel like a lot of people are treating it like a new cult classic. I wouldn't go that far. I think it's definitely interesting, and it's like playing with fandom in a very early way that like I feel like you would see more now than back then. But I mean, ultimately, I don't think it was great, but I did like it though. Did
um,
I see? Oh, sorry.
I
Go
was
ahead.
gonna say, Paul Anderson didn't do AVP Requiem, just the first AVP, but I get the fear. It's terrifying. Luckily he's done with Resident Evil.
Yeah. So Renegade's been playing Silent Hill 3. I've never finished that one. I had the HD collection for PS3 back in the day, and
Mm-hmm.
I did too. Obviously, that's the big one, and I loved it. And then I started 3, and I did enjoy it, but I don't think I got very far. I think it was a little hard, and I got busy at the time. I definitely would like to try it again at some point.
Three's not
Um,
bad, but it's got kind of an awkward level design compared to like 1 and 2. I think what it's definitely the weakest of the original 3, even though it looks the
yeah,
best because visually as like just on a PS2 level there's a bit of a jump from 2 to 3, even though they're both on the same console. Uh,
yeah.
but
So did I
yeah.
see the taking of Deborah Logan? I think I did. Like that's one that you see on streaming services. I feel like all the time. Like it's always on
Mm.
Shutter or Hulu or Netflix. So like I feel like I probably watched it like 4 or 5 years ago. But honestly, I really don't remember much about it. So I couldn't really tell you much.
It was
Did
alright.
William? Is that right? Yeah. I don't think people talk about it, so I figured there's got to be something there. But didn't William Friedkin do the remake of The Haunting? Uh, I don't think so.
I
But
remember
I
who
mean,
directed it.
yeah, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't Friedkin. I could be wrong though. Um, yeah, we don't need any more Resident Evils by that person.
Yes.
So do blame Pete for not seeing more uh what you call horror movies.
Yes, horror
I've
movies.
been
That thing we normally talk about, Tim. Yes, that thing.
uh I've been watching a lot of stuff on Shutter. There's been a lot of stuff I've liked. I'm not sure if you would like it, Pete. The um I watched Impetigore, which was that's the new one by the Satan Slaves person. So I'm not sure if you like it because you weren't like crazy about Satan
Hmm.
Slave, but I like that one a lot. Um, the what was the one I watched last night? One that just got put on Shutter. I think it's Massa Massalanus 32. It's a Spanish movie,
Okay.
which I think I saw someone on Twitter like refer to it as a Spanish Conjuring, which I think is like 100% correct. It's I liked it quite a bit, but yeah, it feels like very Conjuring esque. But I thought that was really good.
Oh yeah, Jan de Bont did The Haunting. That's who did Twister and Speed, which is his best movie. Don't at me.
Uh,
Um, so there you go. That's the thing. We'll probably start the movie in about half an hour. I just remembered I'm going to have to go get my Fire Stick so I can watch it because I can't watch it to the PC
oh my goodness.
when I'm streaming with Tim. There's a whole extra layer the process. So
Sure.
aye.
So sleepy. Just kidding.
Oh, maybe I'll fall asleep whilst watching Halloween Curse of Michael Myers. Let everyone else suffer through it. Yeah, I got up quite early today, so I'm a little bit more tired than I would be at this time, but we'll see. Especially since this is actually, I mean, it's not really, but the clocks went back here tonight, so technically the stream started an hour early, but not really because I was still awake, so I didn't, it's still 3:30 when it started in my like internal clock, even if the clocks have technically went back an hour. Does that make sense? I don't know. Blaming Tim for your lack of preparedness. No, I will blame the fact that me and Connor recorded a 2 hour plus video talking about the best games of the generation, which you're going to get this week. You get content.
Yeah.
You said not the
No.
producer's cut. Yes, just the theatrical cut, the regular one.
So no spoilers for your video, but just tell me, what was your and Connor's number one pick?
No spoilers, eh? No spoilers.
Yeah.
I ain't revealing nothing. Oh, Garrus was on my lap. He just jumped off, and it was mildly painful. Oh, Firefly. Why are you insisting on lying in front of the monitor, cat? Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, okay.
Then who was phone? Oh my gosh.
Yes. Theatrical cut of Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers. It often won't have the 6 in the title, just say Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers. Don't worry, it's the same movie. Just make sure it's the theatrical cut. Which it's a very similar length, actually. I think I don't know if there's much of a length difference, but they're very different in terms of the content. The ending's very different. There's all sorts of things, but yeah, this is Paul Rudd in his debut role. So look forward to that. Did you each get 10, Peter? Did you have to agree with Connor just to select 10? Oh, we each got 10. Me and Connor's tastes are too different to even remotely think about combining a list like me and Tim do with the end of year streams list.
That's true.
So, yes, that's not possible. I'll put it this way: I never even played Connor's number one, and Connor never played my number one. So, how's your tease?
So wait, so what were the systems that were eligible?
PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and games on PC as long as they came out in that time period. So like anything after November 2013, basically.
Okay. I know what my answer would be.
Do you?
Probably. See, the Castlevania Anniversary Collection.
No. They don't count. Remasters don't count. It has to be a new game. What's David doing? He's telling a story.
Are they telling creepypastas or something?
Wait, is it the 125 or the 128 one? I don't know the runtimes, Fletcher. Let me go investigate. Investigate. Halloween 6 differences. Analyzing the Halloween 6 cut. This is just a bunch of different text. I need run times for my dear audience.
Tyler says it's the 127.
127.57 or rounded to 128. Okay, if you're both agreeing with that, then that sounds about right.
I listen to Greedy. Yeah, and I got my copy already pulled up, and it says, yeah, the 128 too.
Yeah, 128. Worth mentioning, I'm starting with a Miramax logo. Are people starting with that?
I think I have Dimension.
You go straight to Dimension? Yeah, I get Dimension second. So what we'll have to do then is we'll have to pause. I mean, you'll pause at 0, Tim, and anyone who starts with Dimension will pause at 0. But if you have the Miramax logo first, you'll have to go to the end of the Miramax logo.
Oh my god! If it's a couple of seconds off, it's fine.
No.
No one
You
cares.
sync it. It's not that hard. Everyone else can just go a few seconds in.
There's a 10-second grace period.
Oh no!
That doesn't matter.
No. Can't have us being out of sync with the people.
Yeah, Tyler, I really like No Sleep a lot. Creepy, it's kind of like my secondary creepy pasta podcast, I guess. Because yeah, I'm not like crazy about every story. Like sometimes I get really into it, and sometimes it's just a little like, I wasn't as into that one. The dude that does it though seems like a cool dude, and yeah, it's nice that they're showcasing that stuff. Yeah, I got the chance to see No Sleep on live like 2 or 3 years ago. They're really great. Yeah, always impressed with the production. I think you have me and my wife, we share the season passes. I think we're up to like 11. I usually watch I'm current on the free episodes anyway, but yeah, I usually go and get the season passes after a while. But yeah, it's really good. I feel like it's kind of ruined me for a lot of those other like podcasts, because yeah, it's just like everything just kind of seems like not as good as them. Even though a lot of them are still good. I do like that everyone seems to be into creepypastas though. I don't know. Are these all the Who Is Phones ones, or are they all just, I don't know, different types of it? Did I see Vivarium? It's on my list. I think it's on Prime right now, which I added to my queue or list or whatever, but I haven't watched it yet. Is it specifically a horror movie? I wasn't completely sure, so I wasn't sure if I should watch it this month or just wait to watch it next. But if it's good, let me know. Paul Stephen Rudd. I wonder, is this before or after he did the Super Nintendo commercial? I think that's like one of his really early things. He did like a commercial. It was either Sega or Super Nintendo. I want to say Super Nintendo though, or the SNES, as we used to call it. Maybe more of a thriller. Yeah. Well, let me know how it is. I'll definitely watch it at some point. I just haven't made it a priority yet. A Critical Role. Yeah, I don't know much about I think it's RPG stuff, right? But yeah. Oh yeah, the No Sleep crew is all great. Like if I saw like what's his face, like Peter Lewis or Jessica McAvoy was like reading something, like they're always great. So. Yeah, I'm sure if you type in like just Super Nintendo Paul Rudd, I think it'll come up. So, sci-fi-ish thriller. All right, so I'll wait till November to watch it. I didn't realize. Yeah, she did that many audiobooks. I have to check it. Sorry. everything's coming in so fast. I know you get the whatchamacallit, the Hellraiser. What is it, the Flavor Bound, like Hellbound? Is that what you're saying? All right, that's good. That's good.
We're going to be doing Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers, the theatrical cut.
Don't worry if you haven't seen any of the other Halloweens. This is kind of the only one you need to. I like it. It's good. Flavor Bound, Hellbound. I like it. That's one thing I've been rereading too. Is I've been going through the Hellraiser comics omnibus. I have it digitally, um, which is really really good. If you like Hellraiser, highly recommend those comics. The old and the new ones are good. Particularly, I'm rereading the new ones right now, but the I like it quite a bit. Honestly, I did watch the Halloween 1, 2, 4, and 5. I'm saving 3 to watch a little later in the month, next week, because the month is almost over. Yeah, the sequels, they're not really necessary. Like I really like 3. It's its own standalone thing. I know Pete really likes 4. Like they're not like I do like 2. I 4 is okay. I don't like it as much as you do, people. Like it's a decent enough watch. But yeah, but like I mean, it's just nothing really comes close to the original, unfortunately. Oh yeah, sorry to see you later, Renegade. Always good to see you.
Oh, bye,
Gotta
Renegade.
go. Yeah.
So
Have fun. Stay spooky for the next week.
yeah, don't worry about not seeing 2 through 5, Fletcher. The only thing that's relevant is that there's a relative that's had a kid who's now being raised. There's some family members left. All on that is nothing's important. It's all its own stupid nonsense.
You know what? It's so with all the movies I've been watching, I've been like keeping a list of for like stats to kind of look at the end of the month. And one thing I wish I'd put on there that obviously I didn't think about it beforehand, but I wish I had set up a category of like movies that end with like a little kid being the killer, because like it's a weird trend that I'm like seeing through so many movies now, and it's like obviously like there's movies you can think of where that happens, like off the top of your head, but I feel like I'm coming across it now that I've been watching just so many like straight horror movies. I'm like, oh wow, this is a thing.
So we're about to watch Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers. We're just kind of setting up. Firefly, let go of my top. I'm trying to unclaw your claw. There we go. Just go down. I'm trying to put it down. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Oh, I forgot the remote. I forgot the remote for Prime. I'll just be 1 more second.
Dear Lord. Prodigy, yeah. Orphan, not even like so much those. I'm not really talking about those types of movies, because like those, the whole point of the whole movie um is that you're dealing with like a child killer. I'm talking more about movies where that's not a thing, and then all of a sudden it just ends with like, oh, and guess what? The kid just killed someone. Like, there's a lot of movies that have that surprise twist ending. Pete is a man who's deep in thought.
Nah, not really. Just checking settings, make sure this is not set up properly.
What's funny with
have too many, Elsa. That's my guess. They have too many. They're sick of their kids.
What's funny with Seed of Chucky is it's definitely not my favorite by any stretch of the imagination, but I always think of the line from it where John Waters says, "God bless the little people." For some reason, that's something that like gets stuck in my head, and I feel like I'll say a lot. This requires all of Pete's concentration.
I know, I'm setting things up. Oh, that's very loud.
Dear Lord.
It's very, very loud. Maybe it's just a
Are
Miramax
you,
logo.
are you in an IMAX theater? Oh, Team Isaac all the way. I respect someone who worships he who walks behind the rose. This is a he who walks behind the rose household. That's Malachi, that traitor.
All right, I think it's time.
All right. Well, let me. I'm gonna
oh.
get some more water if we're gonna start the movie. Let me eat.
Okay, sure.
So you can vamp a bit.
They put me on. So I'd be fine on my own, but it says vamp for a bit, and I'm confused. How are peoples? People good? How are we feeling? I just wish Cedar Chucky was also pro good humor. I don't know about Don Mancini. So get your movie set up. We're doing Halloween 6, Curse of Michael Myers, the theatrical cut. If you have a Miramax logo at the start, pause it at the end of that logo when it goes to black. If you don't have that, you start in Dimension, you're good, just pause at 0. The idea is we'll all hit play and we'll all see the Dimension logo at the same time together. And it'll be a thing of beauty. I just don't like that movie very much, Bob. I hated the kid's voice. The English accent. It was grating to my ears. That Curse was good. And Cult, arguably, was even better. Yeah, New Line's owned by Warner Brothers now. You still see New Line at the start of some movies. There's still a subdivision. Like the Conjuring movies and stuff like that have New Line at the start. Miramax is a Weinstein company, so that's kind of gone bye-bye. Same with Dimension. I think they're both Weinstein related. So I don't think you'll be seeing much of those going forward. And maybe Miramax is still a thing. I don't know. Tim brought himself snack.
Okay.
Is that candy? Weinstein is a bad man. That's a very simplistic way of putting it.
Alright, got some water, got a little bowl of candy.
Yeah, I noticed the bowl of goodies that you brought in there. You little swine.
A swing?
Swine.
Oh, swine? Well, I'm sorry I don't have a giant cardboard plank to gnaw on.
Oh my god. Okay.
Are we doing a Child's Play tier video? what
Are
the
we?
people want.
Did someone ask that? Oh, we could do that. So I like to do Jason, but yeah, we could do a Child's Play one.
That's what the people want.
You get your movie pause at 0 time. We're all set up. We're ready to go.
Let's see. All right, I'm good.
You paused, okay. All right,
Yes.
everyone. I'm going to count down 3, 2, 1, and press play. So if you're all paused in the correct place, time to go. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, play. The Dimension Films logo is a bad sign, quite frankly.
What do you got against Dimensions?
It's a Weinstein company.
Well, true. I can't argue with that.
Oh god, I'm going to have a seizure already. Jesus Christ. A Nightfall production.
Yes, a Batman event made this movie. Good DC.
Tyler, don't poke the bear.
Ugh, is this what childbirth is like?
Yes. That's just your future.
Oh boy. It's a little scary. A little pumpkin research.
Very nice. Oh, hey, Crow.
Yo.
Yes. Just imagine this dark hallway with the torches, the weird like cloak dude. They say, don't worry, Mrs. V, you're gonna be fine. Don't worry about the ritualistic daggers we've got next to you. So they've got someone else playing. Oh god, what's her name? Danielle Harris's character from 4.
Jamie?
Yeah, Jamie's an orphan. Yeah, I was trying to think what the song was. All right, bye, Nico.
See ya.
Yes, this is. I mean, Pleasance died before the film even came out, so he's in this, and it's actually one of the things that I think is the worst about this movie, apart from it just being terrible and written, is that you can tell that this old man, Donald Pleasance, is in his last days, and he is dying as they're making this, and they're carting him out to perform in this, and I feel awkward every time he's on screen because he's clearly too old and like ill to be doing it.
Yeah, it just feels like very wrong.
Look at this shit. When you start the next Halloween movie with dudes in like robes, like doing sacrificial shit to a baby, I'm just like, something's wrong's happened.
Now, what I think is interesting about movies like this that are like complete, like wrong steps in these movies, like Jason Goes to Hell, is another like example where it just feels like it's like wrong.
Yeah, Leprechaun in the Hood.
The VO guy is Paul Rudd, right? Poor now. But what I always wonder about these movies is, like, would we like them if this wasn't a Halloween movie? Like, if Michael Myers had nothing to do with it, like, it'd still be a bad movie, but would we be able to appreciate it, like on a cheesier level? Like, same with like Jason Goes to Hell. Like, again, dumb movie, but you take the franchise equation out of it. Like, would it be funny or something? I don't know.
That's a good question. Maybe Jason would. Some of the characters in Jason are a bit more kooky, so maybe that would work better on its own as a bad movie.
Yeah.
This though, I'm not like. I don't know how it even. I think this movie would be pretty dull. If anything, the fact that it's meant to be a Halloween sequel is what makes me angry enough to keep it kind of not entertaining, but like I'm constantly angry, so I'm never bored. If that makes sense.
Tremors is sci-fi, so
Yes,
Pete might do
yes.
it on the Ace.
In fact, Tremors, the first Tremors is on one of the votes right now on Patreon. So me and Tara could be doing that if it's picked by our wonderful patrons.
Now, I'm not entirely sure why Critters was a Screams movie and Tremors is a Ace movie, but whatever.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you could argue that Critters is more of a sci-fi franchise. Maybe I'll take that away from Screams and we'll do them all in Ace. I don't know.
Am I watching Dennis Quaid home movies? Not exactly sure I understand that reference. But if you'd like to send me some movies, sure, I'll watch them. Oof.
It's not a terrible kill. I mean,
Yeah, actually, that's not bad.
I mean, I hate that Michael's like working for a cult. I mean, he's like a bodyguard for a cult. It's really weird. But it's also that thing where this is meant to be the character from the last two movies, and it's like, first of all, the ending of 4 with this character is so good. So the fact that 5 is a pretty bad movie, and then 6 just starts with her like being killed off in the first 5 minutes, is just like, it's one of those sequel things I hate. Yeah, and until Halloween 2018, where Carpenter himself did a new version of it, and then it sounded amazing. But you're right. I mean, I don't think H2O's is terrible, but it's definitely got that 90s flair to it that makes it feel a bit different.
Who's this guy?
Is this your that's your cousin, Tim?
What?
Look at his hair. Look at his tash. This is such a Tim family member.
Does he work for the cult or?
He just happens to be nearby. There's a bit of bloodiness in that next snap. I mean, the kills haven't been terrible so far, by any means. Dead Don't Die. It's not on the schedule, and unfortunately, the schedule's pretty set and packed because of the banking for paternity leave. But there's always a chance in the future.
Dead Don't Die. I don't even think I heard of that.
Dead Don't Die. Isn't that Bill Murray movie by oh, what's his name?
I have no idea what you're talking about. What is this? The Shining?
I bet that's why he's named Danny. I mean, joking aside, I bet that's why they named him. Jim Jarmusch. Thank you. That's the director I was looking for.
Oh wait, that zombie
one.
movie from like a year or two ago.
Yeah, I think it was just last year. Yeah.
Oh. Forgot that existed.
So somehow there's this entire family of cousins to the Strode family here.
Yeah, I'll check it out. I never got around to it. Oh.
It's Tim's type of movie. That's a very worrying phrase.
I mean, I like everyone involved in it.
That's a hot mummy. I try to keep it classy here, Fletcher. But I'm not entirely disagreeing either. Well, Fletcher, you're getting your wish here, apparently. Step 1 of horror movie, introduce attractive female. Step 2 of horror movie, find some reason as quickly as possible for her to take her clothes off. She's listening very intently to this this radio show about serial killers.
And the women who love them.
Yeah, I guess technically. Yeah.
It sounds more.
Okay, the intense. Do you know what I love about this? Is I'm like, she
What's that?
stares at him for like 5 minutes, and I'm like, I mean, don't get me wrong, he's been a creep, but maybe don't go up to the open curtain in your brand panties, and then act
Yeah.
surprised that someone can see her. That's right. He's meant to be the kid from the first movie, all grown up.
Tommy Doyle.
Yeah, he's meant to be Tommy Doyle. It's actually kind of surreal how much he's not aged. I mean, he looks a bit younger. Don't get me wrong, but Paul Rudd is eerily not aged
like,
that much.
The weird thing is like he, because like he looks young as like a 40 or 50-year-old dude, he still looks 40 or 50 to me here. Like I don't know, it's strange. Like
And he's probably what, 24 or something.
yeah, it's gotta be. But yeah, like I'm used to him like looking the same, but as a middle-aged man, so I just assume that.
But yeah, I think you're right, Cindy. He is a bit of a like, he's an obsessive creep in this who's obsessed with the cult and Michael Myers and all the rest of it. Nah, because they were made in the 50s stuff, Elsa. The rules said that they couldn't get naked in that. So, but once we hit the 70s, it was all about taking the clothes off.
I admit, I do love Loomis, man. It's yeah, it's a shame that he's gone. But, I mean, his commitment to the series is like pretty like noteworthy. Like,
you can hear it in his voice as well. He just sounds so different in this one. Pardon me. But I mean, it's nice to see him, kind of. But you know, it's
yeah.
But yes. I think a lot of this early stuff with Jamie's completely different in the producer's cut, if I remember right. Because when we reviewed this on the show, I think I watched the producer's cut. Because that was the first time I'd seen it that way.
Honestly, I don't know if I've ever seen the producer's cut. I think I might have seen like a scene or two from it here. Like I think I saw maybe the at least some of the ending. But yeah, I don't think I've seen the whole thing.
Yeah. I think maybe I did. Maybe I just watched it not too long before we did the review, and then I watched the regular cut for the. I can't remember. Tyler, you're trying to trigger me with your praise of the Rob Zombie Halloween, and it will not work.
Oh, is that what that was talking about?
It will not work. Also, it's the wait, hon. This actor here, he's been in a bunch of stuff. He was in Lethal Weapon and other things. The guy talking to Loomis. I was just trying to remember what else I'd seen him in. There's definitely something else, but I forgot.
I forget. Do you remember if this has any connection to Halloween 3? Because like Cult of Thorns sounds similar to.
I've heard people make that joke before that there's actually oddly like it feels like they kind of try to tie Halloween 3 back into things.
Because like it's like another cult of like warlocks and druids and stuff. Like, I don't know.
Oh, if it's a movie made today that's set in the past, Elsa, then all bets are off. They'll find a way to take their clothes off.
For sure.
And I'm not saying I approve of it necessarily. I'm all for classier filmmaking, but you know, tis what it is.
Clothes on.
I'm actually just looking up this actor because I am determined to know. Oh, if I can get my feet comfortable. Give it up, Jamie. Your baby's doomed. Accept it.
I guess Jamie is a reference to Jamie Lee Curtis.
I believe so. When they named her 4, I imagine that was why.
Makes sense.
You know,
It's like funny, like as the movie goes on and on, you just find out how much family this guy has.
I know, I know. Also, this whole location, she's this like what bus station or whatever it is she's went into.
Mhm.
Like very like not even like one person working there that night. Kind of odd.
What I would say is if you have like a bus station this big, uh, then it would have to be like a really popular destination, which means you probably have a lot of people working there.
Yep.
So I don't know. I feel like it either needs to be like smaller and dingier, or yeah, it would have to be like kind of busy. Like it wouldn't be a ton of people there, but maybe a few like odd people like looking over and being like, "What's going on?"
Plus, what you couldn't have had like just one worker at least at the front who Michael kills on his way
Yeah,
in.
sure.
I don't know.
Sir, you can't go in there. Snap. Yeah, it breaks him over his knee.
Oh yeah, the Halloween theme. This is not good. Not good. Oh, that actor's still alive. He was born in 1934. Good for him. He's going strong.
Wow.
He was in Liar Liar. He was in Lethal Weapon, which I mentioned. There's definitely something else he's been in that I've seen him in. Oh, he voiced Highfather in the Justice League cartoon.
Of course.
Yeah.
How can we
Uh,
forget?
Maybe it is just Lethal Weapon I know him from. Oh, he's in Judge Dredd. I remember him in Judge Dredd. He's one of those guys who pops up.
Okay. Okay.
People were interested. Someone asked.
That's fair. Uh,
And a lot of TV stuff. I am the law.
I am the thorn.
Michael Myers, are you a serial killer? No. I am.
Uh,
What?
Too bad they should make a Halloween game for PS5.
What? Do you get to just go around killing people? That's your goal? Because I'd be into it.
You can choose like
I'm a people killer. Oh no! I'll be back. I'll be back. Don't worry. This happens occasionally. Is this the one where Michael cries, or was that 4? I can't remember the scene where he cries. If I did, I could probably tell you. I don't remember. Oh no! Hopefully Tim pops back in any second now. Am I still uploading? I am. Okay. Just make sure it's not me. Because that'd be unfortunate. Little farmhouse sequence. Oh no, he's heard you. He's like I don't know, an animal that hears to hunt, I guess. Oh no. Wait 1 second. Oh, wait. Let the movie play. Let it play. I'm sure Tim will let it play too. Rate the quality poorly. Okay. Message Timothy. Michael's coming for that baby. Such a wide variety of family members as well. This actually just sounds like the regular score from the first one now. Or it's much closer to it, at least. I'm willing to bet they just didn't bother recording anything new for this part. Tim is resetting his router. Movie's still going, so he should be back. Isn't that supposed to be the Myers house? Very good condition, given what it looked like previously. It also looks nothing like the house ever did, even when we saw it properly. I'm just really upset, Mom. My son has a really bad haircut. I just don't know. I don't know how to fix it. It's so stressful. Houses are remodeled. They can't afford that. They're only here because it's cheap. Alright. Oh, okay, Tim's back.
I'm back.
Okay. We're just debating the child's really bad 90s haircut. This dad is an asshole, actually.
Is there any like debate?
True, okay, there was no debate.
Jesus.
Now we're rooting for Michael to
Yeah.
or the kid, maybe the kid will
Jeez, there's something that goes around in this family.
I know. Honestly, Cindy, it's the sort of thing where I'm remembering them now that I'm seeing some of the scenes again, but if you'd asked me to describe any of these characters like yesterday, I wouldn't have been able to tell you a thing. That was like a gunshot, that jump scare. Jesus Christ. Calm yourself. Calm yourself, movie. The older brother or whoever, or the younger, well, it's her younger brother, has got very 90s teenage hair as well. He's got the Leon S. Kennedy curtains almost.
Give me a squeeze.
I think this mum's really upset because she knows that Amy Adams is going to take all of her roles in about 15 years. I'm not a fan, Bob, of any of the ones that I've seen. Tommy Doyle. Okay, I'm just standing at the window.
He's like not even trying to hide it.
Oh, jeez.
I feel like Tommy could like just move.
Yeah, move to literally any other state in the country, and Michael probably won't be a problem. Hell, even just move to Chicago. You don't have to leave the state.
Yeah.
Dramatic turn, baby. Dramatic turn.
I hope
Dwight
that's
Grove. Oh, that is a gift. Yes. Chicago's way more dangerous. Okay, good point.
a gift.
They can move to Wyoming. It's a really boring place.
Yeah, Chicago's just full of Michael Myers. Like, what if there's a movie about like 5 different slashers, like all in the same town?
Call it Slasher Royale.
We'll we'll keep that in the maybe pile.
Oh, that's right. This is the scene where he's somehow on his own, despite the fact people should have been in and out all day because it's a busy bus station. He finds a baby in the bathroom, like that she left. That's right. Buddy cop slasher team up. No one's noticed this blood in the phone booth. Like, this is absurd. Or even the trail. Is a trail of blood? There's people in and out constantly. Anyway,
Also,
Buddy-
wait, like,
Buddy cop,
did I
okay.
miss something? Why did he go to the bus station? Like,
because she phoned into the radio show asking for
Okay.
help, and he listened to it, and he heard like noises. He heard like the bus noises in the background or something.
so I guess no one's like used that sink.
No one's used the sink. No one's noticed the blood on the floor. No, no one's heard a baby crying.
The baby just decided to start crying.
The whole thing. The whole thing.
This isn't Sex in the City. I don't think people are just drinking wine and phone booths.
Is that something to do in Sex and the City?
I'm making a joke. This is when he realized he wanted to be a father.
This is the moment where Tim's like, "Oh no, what have I done? I made a huge mistake."
What would it take to get a Cult of Thorn tattoo?
On me?
Yeah. On your face?
On my face? I mean, it's not happening. Somewhere else in my body, a lot of money.
I think people would be into it.
I feel like even sitting in the back of a convertible like that on top of the back is very like 90s as well.
Oh, sure.
And if anyone
People,
did that
like-
today, we'd just be like, "What the hell are you doing? Sit down
Yeah.
like a proper person."
Also, this is like a pretty happening town. Like, I feel like it's just like people constantly walking around and like
Did Haddonfield have a college ever mentioned in the previous films? Because I don't feel like it did.
I don't think so.
But all of a sudden,
Are they?
Yeah?
Sorry. Are they college students or high school students?
I mean, the kid's mum has to be college student because of her. Well, I suppose she could be an older high school student, but I mean,
Yeah.
it seems more like it's a college thing because the dad mentioned that she'd been gone for years, presumably after she got pregnant, and then she came back because she was struggling for money or something like that, and she had to go to school. So, I assume it's college.
Yeah, hopefully. Doctor.
I don't think this is how he knows how hospitals work somehow.
No.
Wait, oh, it's when I thought there was a wall of TVs behind them there for a second. I was like, why is there a wall of TVs in the hospital? The Shape in Water. That's pretty good.
Watch it.
Wait, so the relatives
How
aren't
does
even.
he know all this?
Yeah, this is all very, very accurate intel he's got here.
Yeah.
So the rest of the family in the house aren't actually related to Michael. They're just related to Laurie via adoption.
The way he's walking away is so good. I mean, this movie got rules. This might be the best sequel.
How dare you? It's so not the best.
Well, the Leprechaun, of course. That's the most iconic.
I think
Creepy Paul
this
Rudd.
might- See, I
Thank you.
think this is the movie that made Paul Rudd like realize like, oh, maybe I should try for like likable goofy guy instead of like deranged weird.
Thank you, Creepy Paul Rudd, whoever you may be.
Be real though, how much would you love to see Paul Rudd in a Wishmaster movie?
As you wish. Oh dear. I feel like the mum here, the older mum, I suppose grandmother's the better term for giving the other kid, but I feel like I've seen her in something else as well. Maybe it's just that I've seen this before.
Hmm.
Entirely possible.
Yeah, usually actors are in more than one thing.
Tim, I am going to smack you upside your head.
I'm just saying. You know, like the funniest thing in this whole franchise is
Mm-hmm.
just because I was rewatching them recently, but in the second one where the freaking dude that's not even Michael Myers gets like hit by the police car and then
Oh
exploded.
yeah. Like he gets the most brutal death ever, only for
Yeah,
the cops to
it's-
go, "Oops, a daisy, that wasn't him."
Yeah, it's so weird. It's like it's such an over the top violent death for like someone that's not like it's not even done by the killer. It's so strange.
Yeah, it's the most brutal death in the movie, and it wasn't even Michael that did
Yeah.
it. Although the
It's like
the cops needlessly killing innocent people, though, actually feels like
It's
sadly very
oddly relevant.
believable
Yeah.
these days. But you know,
The it always it reminds me of like the the scene a lot of people talk about in whatchamacallit, Jurassic World where like that one lady has that really over the top
yeah.
violent death. That's what
Actually,
always reminds me of.
Cindy, I think you're right. I think you're the name they mentioned in the first movie that Laurie had a crush on is then named as the guy who got hit by the car. So, okay, he's
Yeah.
technically not that. I mean, he's still random. It's just like a little
Ben
Easter egg.
Tramer, that's it, yeah.
Yeah, Ben Tramer.
Mhm. Mhm.
How is Dr. Loomis in the house? Don't question this with logic, Loomis. The Fletcher. No. Yeah, Ben Tramer, good pull. I don't know if you looked that up, but I knew it was right as soon as I saw it.
Yeah.
Also, why was he at the hospital?
Oh, that Tommy's like a fully into this dad thing now. I love when they get like really like classically trained like Shakespearean
know.
actors to appear in horror movies. Like, I was rewatching Phantasm, and on the DVD it has an introduction from Angus Scrim, and he's like talking about he's it's just funny, like he's just going like on and on about how like you know like, oh, when I auditioned for or when I got the part in Phantasm, I knew I'd be playing an alien. And I kept thinking like, what type of alien would I be playing? And it's so funny to hear these guys talk about like these kind of silly roles. I love
Hey,
it.
him taking that seriously, maybe why it is so good. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
So,
I know. I mean, it definitely works in the first one. Then it kind of gets a little sillier more and more as it goes, but I still love it.
stupid, mysterious man in the coat, bollocks. And the kid's more scared of Paul Rudd, as perhaps he should be.
Drop your pumpkin, kid.
Sorry, kid, I ruin everything. So sorry. Also, if anyone who's on this stream, who's not usually here for the solo ones, Mail Fuzz TV Live is in a separate channel where I stream a couple of times a week. Solo, we do movie watches and other stuff. If you're not aware, there's the other channel. Feel free to go check it out. Tim, have you ever had a phone that's had the little shoulder rest bit on it?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
Honestly, I don't think I even knew that's what it was for.
Oh, really? Yeah, it's so you can
Yeah.
hold it against your shoulder while you're doing
Makes
stuff.
sense. Yeah.
For your busy type of person who
I
wants
mean, like
to
I've
do jigsaw
definitely
puzzles.
like I've held stuff against my shoulder like just fine without it.
Yeah. Maybe it's for like prolonged use, so you can
Yeah.
have a good grip.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Thank you, Tyler. Got a link there.
Yeah, those were the phones. Oh, there's a pumpkin.
Oh no! My paint! He stole my paint! Whatever will I paint the walls with now? No!
Just run outside. Door's right there. Don't answer the phone.
I didn't remember this doing the creepy, obscene phone call. Well, it's not obscene, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Also, that thing on the phone is literally like tied to it with like a rubber band.
Ask her what her favorite scary movie is. Oh no,
Wait.
offense. How much laundry does she have?
I know. It's bad enough in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake when it happens at the big mansion.
Yeah.
But this is, yeah. That was a whatever death. It was just kind of a typical, blood splats against something.
I feel like somehow Board now got like way ahead.
Bored now?
I feel like he's saying stuff that hasn't come up yet. Or like he seems to be saying stuff earlier than when we're seeing.
If anything, he's usually later than we are. Are you sure he's not just far behind and you've forgotten what he's referring to?
No, I don't think so. Because he said the rewashing the sheets things way before the blood splattered on him.
Was that when she was at the washing machine before? I don't know. We'll find out. We'll keep an eye on it.
Let's see.
We'll see if he's cheating, if he's time traveled.
Daylight savings time has just screwed him up.
Yeah, he started watching an hour early.
Yeah.
He's almost done.
Entire household's worth of laundry, like normal. Everything's fine here.
Yeah, I've never seen someone have their laundry hung up in like rows like this, where there's literally aisles between them. You know, it tends to be like in a square formation or something like that. I don't know.
Also, how many freaking bed sheets does she have?
Yeah, how many beds are in the house? I mean, there's like what, 6 people, something like that.
Yeah, this is all chronic bedwetters.
Everyone but the little kid. The little kid's the only one who doesn't wet the bed.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe I'd piss myself if I was living in the Michael Myers house.
Yeah. And that's true too. It's not like this is a bright sunny day. It looks pretty overcast, like. So. she got lost in them pretty easily.
Yeah, lost in 3 rows. Yes.
I can't get out.
Jay gets lost every time she goes to the supermarket, and there's just aisles and aisles of like food and stuff, and she's just like, "Oh my god, where do I find the exit?" Oh no.
Yeah, Tyler, that's what we call the Troll 2 defense.
I heard you say that before I read Tyler's comment. I was like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "Oh."
We do not piss on Michael Myers.
I'll have to tighten my belt now, so I don't get hunger pains. Imagine you could like diet by just tightening your belt and it'll stop you from feeling hungry. Imagine it was that easy.
Well, I guess I know what we're watching on stream next month.
I don't know. Well, it depends. If we hit the $100, then whoever stream boss at the end will get to pick what vampire movie. And last I checked, Troll 2 wasn't a vampire film. Oh, hey mom, I just let a creepy man into the house.
Oh, I had that dinosaur figure in the background. It's a Jurassic Park toy. I remember that.
Everyone keeps walking out the house, you're right. Last I checked, Americans were very, very stern with their locks and their doors, and yet somehow this house is just, it's open season, baby.
I mean, they are now. They weren't in like the 80s. I mean, I guess this is 90s, but I don't know how people were back then, but there was a time people didn't lock their doors.
Is Board now crushing on the hot mom now too?
Can we make a connection? Does anyone know this actress's contact information?
No, I'm not being pervy. I'm obsessed with the house because Michael Myers lived there and he's coming back. That's all. The fact that you're occasionally in your underwear is just a bonus. Is he going to put the baby in the fridge? Is that what's happening there?
Do you have a gun on the wall? Anyone catch that?
Michael's just hanging around outside. Did he go out and buy a baby bottle? Taking it seriously, I guess. And the fancy blanket he's got on the kid now. That's not the what he was wrapped in originally.
Yeah.
He's went to town. Look at him. He's like, oh my god, I
Yeah.
love being a family with a wife and kids. You're now my
He's
wife.
prepared for anything.
Yeah. You've
Oh
not
my
realised
God.
it yet, but you are my wife now. Oh, that's just him explaining about the stupid star signs. Oh my god. Michael only kills when it's this constellation, blah blah blah. Oh my god. Oh. How supernatural should Michael be? Basically justing the tipping point, verging far more and less supernatural. So it should be a little bit ominous in that he feels unkillable, but that's about it. There should be no, like, that's what makes him creepy, is that he is almost just normal, but he's just a little bit, off.
Yeah. He shouldn't be able to like fly or shoot knives out of his eyes or something.
No.
That would be kind of cool.
He's smelling her hair. He was smelling her hair.
Hey, he hasn't left the house in a while. This is what is this computer program?
Oh, this is priming the time of every computer program in a movie has to have like a spinning 3D graphic and has to have like a virtual like representation of what it's doing.
I never thought he was like a gun guy, but he has like a gun like sticker or something up there. Weird.
Is anyone going to be surprised when this dude's going to turn out to be the villain? Anyone? No.
And not why are they telling this to Loomis? It's not like he's like a cop or
I know.
anything.
And why is Paul Rudd creepily walking down a Halloween fair in slow motion?
It's a great question.
That seems a bit unfair, Tyler, given that 2 of those are the original films and then this is the 6th one. But I mean,
I would go with Depp and Nightmare personally.
probably he peaked there though.
True.
Everyone was downhill from there.
Mhm.
Whereas I think Bacon and Paul Rudd both went up.
Kevin Bacon's in so many horror movies.
He's in a lot of shit. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, he absolutely is. But he's been in some good things. It's not like he's never had a good movie.
Sure. Hollow Man.
It's not bad. Some are quite fond of Footloose. No, they're the old landlady's very opinionated. Little Mickey Myers.
Oh no.
That's when the voice came? I hate this. Something told him to kill his family. And yeah, I see him in the background, the lightning. But which actually begs the question, why isn't the other people in the scene who's talking to her seeing it? Why isn't our main character noticing Michael at the window? It's really stupid. But yeah, I hate it. Someone told Michael to kill his family. Piss off. Oh, Trevor, there you go. This is a prequel to Dexter. Oh god, no. This.
Who is Michael Myers' Dark Passenger? Woo!
This is the radio hosted, yeah. I feel like one of the things this movie I'm noticing here is that it introduced this brother Tim character and his girlfriend in literally like 2 quick scenes. Like that's all we got of them before we see them at this party where all this stuff's starting to go down. Like it, it didn't actually spend enough time on them to really establish them as characters. Timestamp Fletcher, sure. We are at oh shit, that's right. I'm not on that. 50 oh or 50 10, 50 10, 50 11, 50 12, in that range.
Yeah, like, I mean, I guess obviously Paul Rudd and stuff is like the main character, but it does feel like, especially towards the beginning, it is kind of like a hodgepodge of like, all right, who are we gonna follow?
Mm.
It's kind of all over the place.
It doesn't really feel like it gives any of the characters enough time to really feel that they're properly the main character. I mean, it's technically the mom and Paul Rudd just because they're get the most, but hey, this guy gets to die now at least.
Yay!
Yeah, it's actually impressive how few scenes some of the characters in this have before they die, which is maybe just a sign of how many it's jumping around too much.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm looking for the barbecue table. Can anyone let me know where the barbecue table is down here?
Is that like a reference to something, or?
Nah, I was just trying to do some funny
Okay.
mystery science theater style commentary.
I guess.
Although him looking at that fuse box there made me think of Resident Evil. I'm like, he's a fuse. He's a fuse for the fuse box. Survival horror, baby.
I looked at Buster Rhymes real quick. I thought Tyler said Brahms, but yeah, I could use some Brahms.
Buster Brahms. Buster in Resurrection. That's correct.
Like, why is he approaching this so cautiously? Like, he has no reason to believe that's not just the laundry running.
Yeah. If anything, he would just think, "Oh, there's something wrong with the machine."
Yeah.
That's all he should be thinking right now. There's nothing weird about it.
Like, there's no blood or anything. Like,
once he looks in it and he sees a dead body, sure,
yeah.
or lots of blood.
I mean, I don't think you need to like pick it up. Tyler, can you imagine Brahms in the hood?
I would flat out refuse to do that, maybe. I'd flat out refuse.
I mean, sure, we've heard of boys in the hood, but the boy in the hood? Jeez. Yeah, it's over the top, but I kind of like it.
Yeah, I didn't remember the full explosion.
Like, obviously, this is like a bad movie, but I don't know. I think it's kind of entertaining in like dumb, cheesy way. Like Pete's just flabbergasted.
I just
Crotchless panties and barks like a dog.
Tim, why are you replying in chat? Relax your crack. What a gentleman this dude is.
That's a good one. A good line.
Oh, yeah, board is ahead. He said Penny Pinch and Winer like 3 minutes ago. Why is Joe Dart here? Oh, my legs.
What?
That dialogue was nonsensical. Wait, why
Yeah.
is Michael at the fair now? Like, why did he leave the house? Given that he's looking
Especially
for the
when
baby.
like they're setting up that they're going to the house. Like it seems like maybe the kill should be there. I don't know.
Less than 30 minutes. That's good. That's good news. I'm actually we really watched like an hour already.
It just flies by. You get so sucked into it.
Well, it's 32 minutes left.
Mhm. So dark. Wait, are they boyfriend and girlfriend or brother and sister?
Boyfriend, girlfriend. She lives across the street. She
Oh,
lives in
okay.
the same house that Tommy does. It's like a boarding house.
That's a boarding house. Okay.
Yeah. Why not both? I mean, sure, why not?
Ooh, the candles.
Why did you say candles like that? That was weird.
Because you know candles, what that leads to.
Yeah. Very odd.
It's raining. What?
Why is Paul Rudd here and what is he doing exactly? I thought maybe he mentioned why he was going here earlier, but
he just like seems to know things. Who is this person talking to?
excellent questions.
All right, it's blood. We get it, Carl. How stupid are you?
Is she more
Yep.
stupid or less stupid than the woman who got lost in 3 rows of laundry? These are the real questions we have to answer. Oh, now the parent comes in and takes a kid away. After she's been drenched in blood. Oh, Loomis is here.
Oh, they're about to make it.
He's a bit low down. She get a really. Did she have a really long torso? This is the opposite of Tommy Wiseau. This is he's having sex with her kneecaps.
But why are they doing it in their sister's bed?
Yeah, what's wrong with his bed? He lives there.
Also, like when he mentioned getting candles, I didn't think he was gonna get like 100. Like, how long did that take? Just clean sheets. He only has a twin bed.
That's true. He wet the bed last night, so he can't take her there. Good point.
That's true.
We established this. We established this.
It's so confusing, like who is related to who and who is at each house.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's like, all right, yeah, she's at the boarding house, but she's over there with that person, but their sister is over there at the boarding house, even though, yeah, she lives in that house. I'm like, oh, that's a lot. Maybe the producer's cut cleans it up a bit.
I'm going to go out on a limb here, Tim, and say that is not the case.
It's also kind of funny because, like, I don't know, I can't think of many producer cuts. Like usually it's like a director's cut or something, but
Yeah, I think it's because it wasn't the director who like tried to assemble it. It was literally the producer.
yeah,
Um,
it's like the director just did not give a shit.
I mean, if I made this, I wouldn't give a shit.
Yeah, armpit is just like a weird place to stab someone. I don't like it.
I'm all about the stabbings in awkward places in movies.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, horror movie, yeah, makes it good. Be down for a good flow chart. She's just looking. Call 911.
There could, there could have been a fun section here where she's trying to direct her at the house, but she can see where Michael is, so she's almost like bizarrely like Halloween Resurrection, but done better.
Oh, sure.
Where she's like watching and trying to help and assist from across the street. And maybe she still eventually gets dead, but like have some build up to it. But she gets killed
Yeah.
immediately.
I'm down for Michael Myers vampire.
Yeah.
It is true. You never see him during the day in any movie.
It's kind of funny how once she took off her glasses, she's not putting them back on the rest of the movie. It's like she made a big character choice to take them off, as if it meant anything.
I mean, that's her character arc.
Oh, is it?
Learning to see without glasses. Yeah, they blew their load with the the first laundry kill. Now they have to find some new places.
Fair point. Fair point. Fire poker. Let me come and stoke ya. Fire poker.
Michael put her to bed.
Meine Bruder! Meine Bruder! Ich bin Revenge! Milwaukee. Michael takes Milwaukee. There you go.
I think Michael takes Daytona, make it a spring break film.
Yeah, because Michael's known for killing people in spring.
Yeah. he's like walking so casually. Yeah, I don't want to throw any shade, but yeah, I don't think the guy that plays Michael in this movie is the best. See, I think it would have to be like international, like Michael takes Paris or something.
Mm.
Can you imagine him chasing someone up the Eiffel Tower?
Michael takes Tokyo. The biggest disaster at Tokyo since Godzilla. That's a really small Jeep.
Yeah.
It's a Jeep with no back seats. Mr. Myers goes to Washington.
I'd watch it. probably be like a bunch of people saying like, well, now while I don't agree with what Mr. Myers is doing, I do think it is his right to do it.
Oh dear.
Some people would definitely vote for him.
Oh, that was me that made the noise. That's my bad.
Is he wearing a DC shirt?
I don't know what the kid's wearing. He was playing with the Power Ranger earlier, so I mean.
Look at his shirt. I think it's a DC reference.
Okay.
It tells it like it is. Oof.
That's all. Really, do you know what the problem with this is that it's not really well directed, and it all feels like it's just going through the motions. I feel like I'm just
For sure.
watching like moments that are supposed to be kind of like the Halloween 1 moments.
Yeah.
The assassination of Laurie Strode by the cowardly Michael Myers.
Oh yeah, I forgot there was a baby in this movie. The way he walks. Oh boy. Come to daddy.
Keep waiting for tension via fake out, but they just keep delivering immediately. It's a fair point. Here we come with the big reveal. Oh, yeah, does the landlady turn out to be someone as well? I can't remember.
She's Michelle Myers.
Michaela Myers, thank you very much. Oh no, he's the villain!
Loomis. The Xavier and Magneto of the Halloween franchise.
Oh, she is, yeah, she is evil too. That's right.
Whoa.
That was a pretty ridiculous action jump out the window. Oh dear.
She's just dead on the ground. Oh shit.
Wait, how did they not know where they went? They were
Did
literally
the
just
bad guys just leave him there?
they're literally just upstairs. Like how did they not hear her jump out the window? And like I don't know, how are they not even remotely aware of like what they saw or heard?
Also, like, I feel like the bad guys would not just let him like stay there.
I don't understand. I legitimately don't understand how they could like be that clueless. They were in the house, and someone jumped out a goddamn like did the bad guy and like his henchmen just clear out that quickly and silently that they never even saw a glimpse of them?
It's like extremely poor storytelling.
It's a confusing edit, is what it is.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Do you think the movie would have been better if they called it Seed of Michael?
No.
Okay.
No. And how did they two know exactly where to go immediately? I mean, it was the scene where Loomis says, "Hey, this is where he works. That's probably where their hideout is."
Yeah.
Something would have went a long way. But it just cuts to them arriving.
See, actually, I do like the idea of like Paul Rudd and Loomis like teaming up, but it just feels like we never actually see them, getting together and like doing stuff. It's just like, keeps cutting back and forth, and all of a sudden they're together, all of a sudden they're not. Like, kind of sucks.
Yeah.
And I mean, admittedly, yeah, like behind the scenes, like knowing that, yeah, that what was going on with Donald Pleasance, I guess it makes sense that maybe might not been
Yeah.
able to do more stuff with him, but still.
That's very good, Fletcher. How about Who Framed Michael Myers?
Oh boy, here we go.
Here we go.
Is this supposed to be functional or abandoned? Because like
Yeah.
when they were like entering it, it looked like an abandoned like mental hospital.
Yep, Tyler. Been there, seen that. Unfortunately. Um. Yeah, that's another thing where if this is functioning, like, where are the guards? Even if the guards are all evil henchmen, technically, like, where are they?
Yeah.
Oh, pardon me. I wonder if the writer's a Supergirl fan. That's why the main character's called Kara.
Come on.
No, not a possibility.
Maybe. Oh no, that ain't Karen.
No, it's someone else. Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh dear! Alright, come on, just over 15 minutes. Come on, come on, come on. We can do this. We can. Oh yeah, she yelled at the top of your lungs. That may not direct anyone at your presence. Although that said, it's been pretty empty looking so far. 237? Is that a Shining reference?
I believe it is.
Yeah. We have a,
This,
we have a character named Danny and a room 237.
this movie is just a love letter to horror fans.
Oh no, I promised Mr. Myers. I wasn't damaging anything. Giant Michael's like, the one that got away. I had that kid in my grasp decades ago.
See, this is probably the scene that Judd Apatow watched and realized Rudd's awkward comedic brilliance.
My God.
It's so one open. Dang.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Michael really needs to just learn how to run.
Yeah, the soundtrack in this one's really bad.
Whoa.
Okay, what sort of hospital has a steamy corridor with pipes all down the side? Some questionable aesthetic choices here.
It's not Raccoon City.
Like I'm failing to buy that this is an accurate depiction of something you would find in a mental hospital.
Oh, Tyler, this was Damien. If you're asking about my cat.
That's a hobby for people without insurance. Oh, look at the main bad guy and he's red. Scrubs.
So you know he's
The head honcho, yeah.
the boss. I honestly don't know what just happened there.
I don't know either.
Like, was she trying to open the door and he grabbed her?
Yeah, it's like she was about to make a noise and he grabbed her, but there was no real indication of what that was going to be.
Yeah, it's,
Uh,
it's very strange.
Oh, Michael's coming for them, though. Look at his silhouette, or his shadow on the wall there.
His hair really is bad in this movie.
Is he just patrolling? Is he in here for a piss? Uh,
Like, is there anyone that works here that's not in on what's going on? I imagine an orderly just walking by and seeing like, why is there some people in robes and a guy in a mask?
yeah, there's some new intern who's like, just out of college. Maybe he's in training. And he's seen Michael Myers walk down the hall and be like, huh, doctor life is fun. Oh, pardon me. Ooh. Sharp instruments. My favorite. Oh, a big square looking knife. Oh, no, it's not quite a square. Back end. That's like a mini machete.
Let's call him Dr. Myers.
Professor Myers, I think they'll find.
He's just killing hospital staff.
Yeah, surely they'd be against him doing this. It's very odd. Very, very odd.
Yeah, why are the lights flashing?
Because scary, Timmy.
I forgot.
A mask but no costumes, David.
He just screwed this guy. Oh. Throw the baby at him.
You know what's actually really fascinating is if you watch the producer's cut of this stuff towards the end, you kind of see how they've moved things around and how some things happen in a different order and how in some cases it was actually a scene with Donald Pleasance who was like right there. Like here at the gate here, the bars.
Yeah.
There's like a moment where Loomis is on the other side and they talk to them, but in this cut it just sort of cuts to the end of it when he's already left.
Yeah, I remember. Again, I'm iffy on like the exact details, but I kind of remember that being a thing
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah, the ending's totally different as well. I'll say what I remember of the producer's cut ending when we actually get there. But
My goodness.
we're almost there. Are they doing like T-virus shit and experiment on babies? That's what it looks like.
Possibly.
Is that what they're saying? Go, go. Also, why does this lab have such cool lighting with the big fans and all the light shafts and whatnot? My name is Michael, and I remember everything. Oh God! Do not bring up those Resident Evil movies. How dare you? That bitch Alice.
And they're trying to clone him. They have all his DNA. See, that's not how you know that he's like intrigued. He turns his head to the side. Like they're trying to get Michael pregnant, like Junior, but with Michael Myers.
He's basically my dog.
Wait a minute.
He just quad injected him with something.
Dog semen? Ooh. He's a little tipsy.
Michael's maybe been hitting the sauce a bit too much. I mean, I've seen him on mask before. It's hardly that exciting at the prospect, to be honest.
Yeah.
Does anyone kick him in the nuts? I don't know, Tyler. That's a good question. Would it affect him? Will he feel the testy pain?
Well, I don't know about below the belt, but we know what's his face? Buster Rhymes like drop kicks him in Resurrection,
That is true.
or is
yes.
that a roundhouse kick? Or
oh, maybe a roundhouse kick. I think, yeah. The idea that Buster Rhymes is very capable.
Yeah.
This is such a lackluster ending.
Yeah, he just beat him with a pipe. Is that how you open electronic doors?
We shoot them? Oh, yes, of course, yes. That always work. Yeah, that bit there where Loomis sort of came out and shot that, I'm pretty sure all of that is like a different context than the Producer's Cut. And they kind of just used some small snippets of it that they could get away with using.
The ooze from TMNT 2. You get Super Michael.
Who's all the yellow blood or whatever it was that was
Yeah.
and all those quick flashes? And that's it. He just beat him over the head repeatedly with a pipe.
Of course.
He laid that pipe upon his head, one might say. So in the original cut, he actually, so here you're seeing this final shot here is the camera's just going down to the mask, and we're going to hear Loomis screaming in the distance, and that's it. end of movie. And the producer's cut, basically they find like someone they trap with like a magic circle because they got like a spell book or something like that. They trap Michael, but at the end of the movie, Loomis stays behind like he does there. He goes back into the hospital and he takes off the mask and realizes that it's not Michael. And it ends with what looks like the guy in the trench coat with the fancy shoes from earlier, but you can actually see from his shoes that it's actually still Michael. Michael's escaped, looking like the guy in the trench coat. And the Halloween theme plays over the credits instead of whatever this crap is. So, I remember the ending pretty well. At least that final scene.
Pleasant exploitation. Yeah.
It does, yeah. The final moment in the movie is him screaming as if he's dying, so they don't have to explain why he's not in the next one. That's basically what they just did.
Yeah, like are they saying that
This
like as soon as they leave, he has like a heart attack or
garbage.
something?
You understand?
David, that was my heart attack gif. I don't see that often. David, you madman. Tim, I guess you owe me some advice. Jesus Christ, David.
They give a tip.
They donated $160.
Oh wow! Thank you. I mean, what other advice can I give than like, hey, if you're at a bus station late at night and you hear a baby crying, just leave it alone. That's not yours. Someone will be along its way. And you don't want to get mixed up in that.
This is good advice. David, I take the Parasite comment back. You're a wonderful, valued contributor to this whole thing we call fuzz. That was solid advice, I thought. That was solid advice. Well, unfortunately, Tim, that does mean we're going to have to do Twilight 2 on Screams.
Oh no. Forgot about that part.
Based on characters created by Deborah Hill and John Carpenter, I'm sure they love their names coming up in this. I mean, I'm sure they get paid every time they make one of these, but still.
Yeah. I mean, I think Carpenter has been pretty, upfront about like, yeah, do whatever you want as long as I get paid. But yeah, I doubt that he likes the movie or anything.
Well, everyone's been unlocked. I mean, I'll say you've got 10 minutes if anyone wants to dethrone David. I don't expect you will, but if anyone does want to dethrone him to get the choice of the movie. Recorded in ultra stereo, not even Dolby Digital. My God, what sort of weird timeline did this movie get made in?
I just turned. I didn't want any more of that.
That's a fair point. Do you know what? I kind of want to get a second Fire Stick just for the bedroom because I kind of like this. Because so often I'll put something to watch on the computer and I'll be annoyed that I can't control it from the bed if I'm lying watching in bed, and this gives me a remote control for which I can control YouTube. Or anything else, really, for that matter.
I guess people don't like the look of Mark Wahlberg as Sully.
Oh, God. He's a terrible choice for Sully. Terrible choice. Yeah. Marianne Hagen was the hot mum for anyone who cares. I don't imagine you would, necessarily, but give something Fletcher to go Google. Yeah, I have 2 movies to watch for our reviews tomorrow.
You haven't watched any yet? I still have to watch one. I'll try to do it tomorrow morning because I'm actually quite tired.
Yeah, I'll watch both tomorrow. I'll just get up in time. You watched From Dusk Till Dawn already. Is that like 2 hours long? I seem to remember that being a bit longer.
It is a bit longer. I think it's like probably 145, 150.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Not
okay.
quite 2 hours. I don't think, but
all right. Just so I know how to schedule the time.
if you want to, you can skip an hour in when the horror actually starts.
Just not talk about the first half.
Yeah. I mean, the first half is not a horror movie, so
The first half, some sort of Tarantino, so I don't have to worry about that half. It's
yeah.
just after that it gets
That'll be on your
thingy.
acid reflux podcast or whatever you do.
Acid.
What you talking about earlier? You and Tyler talking about reflux or whatever.
121 in flux. Is that what you're talking about? Why is
Yeah,
Tyler
yeah.
involved in this conversation? There, okay. I've set some alarms to get up and watch movies. Oh, that's like a Connor thing, doesn't it?
Yeah. So I do think this is like, I don't know if it's controversial to say, but I don't think this is the worst Halloween movie. And I'm not even including, like the Rob Zombie ones. Like, this is obviously a very bad movie, but I don't know, I think I like it better than 5 and better than Resurrection. 'Cause it's like stupid, but I mean, at least it kind of swings for the fences and is a much more interesting mess.
You know what? I might agree with 5 if I see 5 again. I actually think Resurrection falls into what you're saying here, is that it's so goddamn stupid that I kind of have a bit more fun watching how bad it is. So
like, any of these are painful to watch by yourself, but like it was fun watching it tonight with people. And
sure.
I mean, I guess Resurrection would probably be the same. Like you can watch it with people and have fun. Just a bit tough, but if you're watching it by yourself. And yeah, and I mean, Bored Now gets me. I mean, he knows that. Yeah, I don't acknowledge anything that I'm not on.
Hey, it's more entertaining bad than 5, but 5 is not as bad as a movie. I think that's a fair appraisal of the situation.
I don't know. I just 5 just kind of bores me. Like, I don't know. And the sheer like audacity of this movie intrigues me more.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I feel there's pins and needles in it. That's what's happening right now.
Did you open the lament configuration? Yeah, became Pinfoot.
Timmy, so quick wide. What a madman you are. Yes, okay. Yeah, okay. Well, is there anything? I'm tired. Okay, my thought process is trying to catch up to the happenings and going ons of right now. So yes, look forward. So there's not a lot of Octoberthon left. Evil Dead 2013 went up early today for patrons. It'll be up everyone else tomorrow. House of the Dead is coming. I think that's on Tuesday.
That's a movie we watched.
Yes, and then the final of the month is on Halloween itself, of course, which is our countdown. So you've got 2 left if you've not watched the Patreon episode yet. If you have watched, if you watched the Patreon one that went out there, you've got 2 left. If you haven't, you've got 3 left. And that's the Octoberthon. We did thin it down a little bit. There's a couple of things that were supposed to be in Octoberthon that are now just November episodes. That was just us trying to so we could set up banking lots and lots of episodes for paternity leave. So, but yeah, a couple of cool things still to come, and then we're in November. So
it's true.
A
month of feasting.
On PlayStation 5s.
Sure. And are there even any good games out? I mean, Spider-Man, obviously.
Spider-Man, Demon Souls, Cyberpunk's out that day.
Are you gonna play Demon Souls?
Yeah, it looks really good.
Okay.
I'm going to punish myself.
I mean, I wish I could play those games.
I'm surprised you don't, because I feel like in a lot of ways it's kind of like almost a Castlevania spiritual successor, given how hard they are.
Yeah, well, they're just too hard. I mean, I don't think Castlevania is actually that hard. Like, the original ones are hard, but I mean, if you play them on like modern systems with save states
What's this? There's a witches count? No, not a witches count. There's a countdown. There's not a witches countdown. The
You
countdown,
said which is the countdown.
which is the
is what you
yes,
said.
yes. The countdown is top 20 of the 2000s.
Yeah.
Is that what we did? I can't remember.
Yes. 2000, 2009.
Yes, that decade.
Yeah. But yeah, it's the the old Castlevanias are hard, but I think there's a difference between like these like modern 3D hard games and like a hard old school 2D game. For me, those feel a little bit more surmountable. And also, again, there's just a lot of stuff you can do with modern stuff, like playing them on modern systems where you have like save states and everything. Like, you can't really cheat in like Bloodborne or Demon Souls, which believe me, I would love to if I could. But yeah, I own Bloodborne. I have Dark Souls 3 on the Switch. I bought it on like a cheap on a sale, and I've played them here and there a little bit, and they look really cool, and there's a lot you can get out of them. I just wish that I was better at them, because yeah, I really cannot. I have a feeling like I would be good at them if I was in like middle school or high school, because I just think I was better at games than as I've gotten older. I just am not as good. But Castlevania 64, yeah, I want to go back and try to replay it. I don't know if I'll be good at it anymore, but I beat that a bunch as a kid, but not that it wasn't hard, but I don't know if I can still do it. I'd love to try.
We all put ourselves through absolute shite as kids. That's just a fact.
Yeah. It's true.
All right. Well, apparently, Fletcher, David has bequeathed you the right to choose which vampire movie we will watch on stream next month. I will veto certain picks, and the only reason why I'll veto them is because if it's one that me and Tim just record a review for and we literally just watch them, I will say no to those. Or sequels that are like, if you pick like a fourth movie in a franchise, I'll tell you to piss off. But other than that, you've got free reign.
Interview with the Vampire, that's on the table.
That could be on the table. Near Dark is a choice there that Tyler's put out. I would not be complaining about that for sure. It's a fantastic movie. Bill Paxton movie.
I guess technically Twilight movie would be on the table as well.
Oh no, because we're doing that for streams. That can't be the stream as well.
Well, we're doing the second one, but if people want us to do the third one.
Oh sure, yeah. I think at that point we'd have to like talk about it after as an episode, just to give. Because if we don't, then what? We end up having to do the fourth at some point, and the third one's just dangling there. Oh, Vampire in Brooklyn. Oh, that's a cruel choice. That is an absolute cruel choice.
I do want to watch that. Was that Netflix movie like Vampires in the Bronx or something? Was it?
I like how it flashes up every so often. D Short defeated Fletcher on the boss thing. Queen of the Damned. Oh my god. Dracula 2000. Oh god.
Yes. Wes Craven presents Dracula 2000.
No.
Vampires versus the Bronx. That's what I was thinking of.
I don't want to do it, but it's a fair pick. I won't veto it. I'm not going to veto something just because I don't want to watch it. I'm only vetoing because we either just watch something or because it's like an awkward thing because it's not the first in a series or whatever. So if you want Dracula 2000, Fletcher, it's on the table. Your reaction pleases me.
Hell yeah, I'm psyched. This is a good one.
All right, well, I guess we're watching Dracula 2000 next stream. Okay.
The butt's in it.
What's it? 7 more days to go to get 2 Paxton films and a Paxton 12. Yeah. Don't worry. If we don't squeeze in everything that was promised for October by the last day of October, we'll just do it at the start of November. We'll just, whatever is left over, we'll start. But obviously, we'll get through at least a couple of things on the 12-hour stream because it's a 12-hour stream. Damn it! There's a lot of time there to get through some of these things.
Yeah, and if you get tired of saying Dracula 2000, you can refer to it as a D2K.
D2K.
Yeah.
I think that's upset me a little bit. You saying that? I don't know why. It's boiled something in my blood that I didn't know was there to be boiled. Okay, well, David's a madman, a wonderful, beautiful madman, but a madman all the same. So, I guess we have to add in Twilight 2 to the schedule.
Hashtag D2K.
D2K. That's some sort of Donkey Kong thing.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Tim's going to do what I'm about to do, which is go and pass out, but I'm sure he appreciates the invite. Yeah, David started doing this thing where after I stream, there'll be like an after stream that he does.
Streams after screams?
Streams after screams after streams, yes. That's the thing. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, David. Not David, sorry. Tim.
Yeah.
Something just occurred to me. We'll have to start an hour later your time tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, because the time changed?
I just realised that technically speaking, to start at the same time for you, I'd have to be starting at 4 my time.
Yeah, I mean, that's okay because I still have a movie to watch and
Cool.
we're only doing the 2 tomorrow.
Yeah. Which I intentionally picked because we were doing the stream tonight, so that's fine. Yeah. Okay, good.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Your clock's changed basically this time next week, so next Sunday it should be back to normal time-wise.
Is that the dealio?
It changes the morning November 1st, so I think it's actually back to normal on Sunday.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, just tomorrow it affects. Okay, cool.
Does that mean I get an extra hour of Halloween?
Technically, yeah, it does.
All right, good deal.
What extra movie to squeeze in? I'm not letting Connor on a 12-hour stream. He's banned. Does your wife enjoy horror movies as much, Tim?
Yeah, actually, she loves them quite a bit. I mean, as much as me, probably not. She likes like she doesn't like the classics as much as me. I mean, like she likes like a bit more like newer stuff, and I don't think she's a lot more forgiving than I am. Like there's a lot of stuff I get angry over, and she's just like, "Oh, I didn't mind it. That was fine." But
yeah,
no, she likes horror movies. I think that she
The Prodigy, yes, our favorites.
Yeah. I think that she like has dipped out a bit this this month because I've been watching so much.
She's like, "You crazy, Tim."
Yeah, I think after a while she's just like, all right, I'm gonna go over here and watch something else for now. But she does support me in my goal, which is very nice.
I don't know. I feel like if you hadn't already like knocked her up, she might have like been reconsidering the whole marriage thing this month. It's like it was a very smart move on your part. You sort of locked it in. Like, yeah. Okay, she can't leave now. I mean, divorces can happen, but now there's a kid involved. Now,
yeah.
Now she can't abandon me for my silly horror marathon ideas.
She's locked in.
Oh dear. All right. Well, I think we will be wrapping up the stream there then, so I can actually get a decent sleep and watch movies for streams tomorrow. I'm dropping things. So look forward to more streams after midnight. Like I say, 2 more new episodes coming. 3 if you're not a patron. So thank you very much for joining us. It has been a pleasure. Thanks to everyone who tipped. You're all wonderful people.
Thank you.
Thank you for just supporting everything and being here and keeping the fuzz dream alive, as it were. Yep. So thank you very much. And of course, I don't know what we're doing for 10,000 subs yet. We'll think of something, but we're getting kind of close. So
you should eat 10,000 sub sandwiches.
Who's paying for these 10,000 subs?
Oh well, our biggest patron supporter, Jared from Subway.
Okay, yes, of course, yes. That's That's a lot of subs. That's like 50 grand or something like that.
Yeah.
to spend on that. All right, thank you very much, guys. It's been a pleasure. I will see you guys next stream sometime early in the week. But thank you very much once again for joining us live. Goodbye, good night, and keep watching scary movies.